Going live. You're live. I never believe it. I swear we say this every single time. So yeah, whenever it says you're live, I don't know. What we need to do is now rewatch the video and see if when it says you're live, it actually means you are live at that one specific point. Because I honestly don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Hello, hello, hello. Hey everyone, how's it going? Hopefully the video is good. Hopefully the audio is good. We did a lot of testing last week and then this week as well. So you might as well come in as well. So, come on, come join the fun. Say hi, Brandon.
Hi everyone, Brandon.
Hi everyone, Brandon. That works. That works. So yeah, if everyone can let us know how the video is, how the audio is, and everything, that would be great. Been on cloud nine last couple of weeks, remotivated to a new level. Happy days. Afternoon, grandson. Connor's calling me a granddad. I know I am getting grey out, arguably, but you know, a distinguished grey, a George Clooney grey, not a Philip Schofield grey. That's not distinguished at all. So yeah, like I say, hopefully the video is good. Hopefully the audio is good. It's been a long time since we did a live stream. When was the last one?
Oh, it would have been
last year, obviously.
Early last year.
What, so like May?
Yeah.
Sort of wow. Okay, so yeah, it has been a while. So yeah, it's nice to be back doing live streams. It'd be nice if it told us how many concurrent viewers. Oh, there we go. Literally, it heard me as I said it. So yeah, no, we thought we'd do a live stream. I want to do more of these because creating content can be a little bit of a tricky one in the sense of there's only so much you can talk about. And the last couple of GPU launches have been a bit you know, 4080 Super. It's the same card. They didn't... I get why they did it in terms of, you know, the fabrication process and that, but there's nothing that makes you... It doesn't excite you. So for us, writing scripts and testing and things like that, it's really hard to make content around something that is the same thing you've already seen, but now cheaper. You know, you can only get excited, I guess, and go, it's cheaper, and then you have nothing else to talk about, right?
Yeah, it can get a bit exhausting to repeat yourself so many times.
Yeah, exactly that. So I sort of thought, okay, we can do the head-to-heads like we normally do. And we have, you know, spoiler alert, we have got the 4080 Super versus the 7900 XTX coming up. We've already done the 4070 Ti Super versus the 7900 XT, and we did the 4070 Super versus the 7800 XT. But it's kind of then, where do we go from there? Do we carry on, you know, I don't know, 3090 Ti versus 4080 Super, even though that's already been done, 3090 Ti versus 4080 non-Super. So it's, how far do you kind of go and stuff like that? Processor-wise, there's a few new things from AMD, but they haven't sampled us, so if we want to do any content on it, I'm going to have to go out and buy them. I don't really want to because, again, they're AM4 stuff. I don't think people really care so much anymore. So, yeah, it's a tricky one. So we sort of sat there and I thought, you know, why not do a live stream again? And, yeah, get things rocking and rolling with that. The chat, I will warn you, is about 20 seconds. It's about 20, right? 20, 25.
I don't actually know the delay.
Okay.
You saw it firsthand, but I
think it was about, yeah, so on YouTube, you get the choice of doing like normal latency, low and ultra low. If you go ultra low, it's like a 2-second delay between the chat and actually what you kind of, you know, see us talking about on stream. But beyond that, it kind of ruins your quality. So we wanted to get, yeah, the best quality. We will try and go through comments as much as we can while we're obviously building a PC. And yeah, we obviously, if you do a super chat, I will be sure to read them out. So I can already feel it's getting warmer in here straight away. That fan was really nice to have on. We had a fan on because it's like 21.1 degrees in here.
Well, I mean, that's over there where it's
colder. It is over there, yeah. But yeah, it was getting warm in here with like the studio lights and stuff like that. So, hello Andy, young'un and stream. You're young'un. Hello Andy, you beautiful man. Hello Dave, how we doing? I'm not even going to try. I'll try Abdurrahman. Hey, what did I miss? Have had my head in work. I mean, luckily you're here now. This is more important than work, right? I mean, it's work for us, but yeah. Now, we was trying to find like the right time to do a stream as well, and it seemed like 3 p.m. UK time. That way you're still kind of hitting some of the US viewers, as well as UK people, and that as they're like finishing work or at that point in the day where they don't want to do any more work and it's like, my boss isn't looking. I know, I've seen you do it, so Nah, it's all good. Who else we got here? Is this real? Is it real?
Only if you want it to be.
Okay. Thermal takes here as well, which kind of leads us on to, I guess, the build that we're doing today, because it is very thermal take centric. They haven't sponsored the build or anything. They've given us the parts. And I don't know, are you the same as me? Like, if you've got a certain brand case, you then want the other things to kind of match as much as you can.
I'm very much like that because I like keeping things.
You're a Razer fanboy, aren't you?
I like keeping things in one ecosystem when it comes to.
No, I'm the same. Like, if
stuff.
I've got a certain brand of case and then I'm like, okay, the power supply makes sense, cooler, fans. I don't like it when it's higgledy-piggledy, especially if you've got RGB, because if you go for like one brand of RGB, say cooler, and then another one for the fans, it will never sync up. You know, you can go into the software on the motherboard and things like, oh, you can use a controller however you want to do it. It's like red, and it's like, well, that's red, but that is most definitely not. It's like a pink or a purple or something like that. So, yeah, I don't know. What else we got going on? Thermal tape themselves have arrived. Yep, we are giving away the case as well. We counted, kind of, the other day, yesterday, and I realised I have nearly 100 cases sitting in the room next to us. So we've got 3 offices here. Anyone who's a patron who's been to the meetups will know that we had 2, right?
No one apart from staff have been here with the third.
Okay. I think the first patron meetup we had 1 room. The second one we had 2 rooms, and now we've got 3 offices.
You had a patron meetup before.
Yep.
There's been 3.
Yeah.
It was, I don't know about the first one. You say 1, and then it was 2, and then it was 2, and then the next one's going to be 3.
Yeah. So we have expanded, which is good. So anyone who's a patron who came to any of the meetups, which is a really cool perk of Patreon, we do a meetup every year where you get to come to the offices, we go camping in a field, and just have fun. We'll know, that we've got a lot of stuff here and things like that. So we counted up yesterday, and I think there's like 100 cases that I've got here. So as nice as this case is, and I'm like, oh, I'd love to keep that. I probably never use it because I have so many other cases that I never use as well. So instead we thought it was a good idea to essentially give it away at the end of the live stream. So sorry, you are going to have to wait until the end. I haven't even figured out how I'm going to give it away yet, but that's kind of what it is. So I guess we should get on with it. I will try and go through it. You're going to hate one comment.
What?
The one that says, Sleep Token hoodie, I got my tickets today. I'm glad someone did, because you looked and they were like sold out instantly.
Yeah,
Someone else I know actually raved on Twitter about it, the fact that they went to buy tickets, they were in the queue, O2 priority and all of that, and then it was gone, and now they're up on scalper websites for like 5 times the price.
Yeah, I was in pre-sale. I got in 10 minutes after pre-sale started in the queue. All sold out, all of them.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
See, I was going to read out this comment from Connor. Actually, I will read it out. Looks like being your kid to work day. Love a family business. I mean, that would have been funny if he could spell. So...
Being your kid to work day is very interesting.
That's a very, very different one.
I don't know how you would do it. But...
God knows. Yes, 100 cases. We do have 100 cases. So, yeah. Let's get on with it. Right, so the build today is all about white themed and stuff like that. Sadly, I don't have a white ITX motherboard because they do not exist. They have existed in the past. We did look yesterday while we were testing the live stream to make sure everything was good. And white ITX boards haven't existed since like X370, I think it was, and B360, I think, when we looked. So we can't use a white one. But luckily, being ITX, once you've got a cooler on there and a graphics card, you can't really see the motherboard too much anyway. So should be good. Other things as well, we have actually set up a really, really cool overhead. So you can see the build happen as it happens, and should all be good. Then we've got the main split one where you can still see the overhead, but I knew you were going to do it as well. Just like usher on over so your head is... I can't even think of the meme now.
Mike Wazowski.
Yeah, that's it. So, and then we've got the overhead split as well, so you can still see that and still see us and everything as well. So yeah. How many cases does a man need? Some would argue 1. But yeah, we have like 100. You know what? We'll put up a behind the scenes picture on our Patreon Discord. So if you're a patron in Discord, you'll be able to see. We always put up behind the scenes content. So we'll put up some pictures of like the cases and stuff. And it's basically chassis mounting, isn't it?
I think
it's
ridiculous.
like three high, maybe in some cases 4 high.
I think if it's smaller ones, it's in some cases 5 high.
Yeah, and then it's just ding, 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 and then it sort of goes around the corner and
Yeah, we've got a couple of chairs hidden away.
Yeah, exactly that. So yeah, right. Let's go. Right. Should we start with the motherboard? I mean, we'll get to the case after. The case is obviously the big like thing.
Yeah, well, so, I mean, you don't start with a case when you're building a system, do you?
No, I mean, for me, whenever I build a system, if you get the motherboard, whenever I build a system, I always like to do as much as I physically can on the motherboard itself. Yeah, it doesn't make sense to put it in a case where it is going to be more cramped. Admittedly, this one, all the sides come off and it's a lot easier to work with. But why would you not just do it, on the motherboard while you have all of the space in the world and stuff? So, what is your guys' favourite case? What's your favourite?
Oh, that's a good question.
I have a couple.
Thermaltake's in the chat, so I'm going to say one of theirs.
Such a shill.
I don't want to upset Thermaltake.
I really like admittedly, I really liked the Fractal Torrent when that came out. I really like the NZXT H1 when that came out. I also like the Corsair 2000D. There's a bit of a theme with the whole, sort of micro cases, mini cases and things like that.
Yeah.
From Thermaltake, admittedly, some of my favourite cases of theirs are just ridiculously oversized, like for what I need. I get that, some people are going to use it and stuff, but yeah, it's just, for me, I don't need a case of that magnitude. But,
Yeah.
I mean, they do have, like, even the Tower 100 is quite cute. And today we've got the Tower 200, which we will show you as well.
It's quite nice. I like it.
Yeah, so motherboard-wise, we have got is it that one? There we go.
Aha.
The X670EI, which still makes me laugh because it just makes me want to sort of, E-I-E-I-O. So the X670EI gaming Wi-Fi. Very, very small board, very, very capable. Kind of gives you an indication as to where we're going with the build and stuff like that. So it has got a little breakout thing that they call the
Hive.
The name always escapes me. I don't know why. But yeah, all of the latest features that you expect. X670E platform, Wi-Fi 6E, accepts PCI Express 5.0 for graphics and NVMe, DDR5, everything that you need basically. So let's get it out the box. There you go. I'll let you do the horrible rustling noise on camera.
I'll hold it over here a little bit.
Let's see what else we actually are going to need. We'll get the Hive out because it is quite cool.
We need a special table for that.
We do.
Which one is it?
It's the one that has like a weird thing on it. Is it that one?
I mean, that's not it.
I'm guessing it's that one. Yeah, it's really annoying. You can't use a standard USB-C because it's got like this little notch bit on it. So, yeah, it's kind of proprietary to a degree, even though it is Type-C. The actual connection is proprietary.
I think the Nintendo Switch is a bit like that.
Yeah, I think it is actually. So let's get all that back in there and get it out of the way because we're not going to need SATA cables and things like that. But yeah, this is the Hive, which admittedly is quite cool. It's got like a volume dial thing on it. It's also got a flex key so you can control whatever function you want. I think you can actually have it as your power button, reset button. It's got a PBO switch so you can enable precision boost overdrive, a BIOS flashback button. It's got little LEDs on there, a USB hub as well, and audio because it actually works as a DAC and it's magnetic as well. So yeah, pretty cool. Right, we are going to need this, of course. eTeknix Toolkit available over on store.eteknix.com. If one of the moderators can put that in the chat, that would be fan-debby-dozy. So yeah, eTeknix Toolkit, never leave home without one. Inside...
Unless you're going to an airport, they might confiscate it.
I've been through airports with one.
Was it in your carry-on?
No.
Ah, that's why.
Yeah. So yeah, it's in like a really cool like clamshell case as well. It doesn't come with thermal pasty USB or an eTeknix multi-tool, but these are available on store.eteknix.com as well. But yeah, you basically get the toolkit and everything that you're going to need to repair, maintain, and do everything to your PC. So let's get to it. SSD, I guess, is going to be the first one as well.
That's the wrong one. That's the right one.
So was it that one? There we go. Cool. So SSD wise, we've got the Clev Crass C930M.2. We actually did the review on the light version fairly recently, but this got delivered yesterday, so I thought we might as well just sort of, use that because the light version's only, I think it's 5,000 megabytes a second on the read and write.
Yes.
Yeah, whereas this is a little bit faster. It's like 7,400 on the read and 6,800 on the write. So it just makes a little bit more sense to use something a bit faster because This build is a bit of a weird one. I actually put it out on Twitter as a poll and everything, that even though we're using an RTX 4070, which is arguably mid-range, we're using a 7800 X3D, which is arguably high-end. So it's like, would you class this as a high-end build or a mid-range build or a high-end mid-range build?
It is somewhere in between, but the CPU does a lot of, because it's a 3D CPU, it does a lot of work on top of the 4070. So you could argue it's veering towards high-end more than mid-range.
It's unlocking a lot of the potential behind, behind the GPU and what it's actually able to do by eliminating bottlenecks and things like that. So, I'm going to apologise as well. I've been ill for the last week, so I have got like a cough. So I have to keep chugging water, otherwise I'm probably going to die on stream.
I mean, it would be good for the views.
What, me dying on stream?
Yeah, but it's not good for the company.
Short term, yeah, but after that, I mean, there'd be no more videos. So
yeah, it's good for the views, not good for the company.
Yeah. So this drive, we only actually got, like I say, yesterday. So this is the first time opening it. So it comes with a little heatsink, but we aren't going to use that because we are using a mini ITX board. It's actually going to sit underneath this great big large heatsink here. But yeah, it's not bad quality. It's just a stick-on thing. I don't know what I'm really expecting from it, but the drive itself.
Yeah, I do have to wonder and question a little bit when manufacturers include a heatsink like this, because most high-end motherboards you're going to put a high-end SSD in are going to have a built-in thing that would look nicer, surely.
Well, that's why I like the fact that they haven't actually pre-installed it, because sometimes when you buy an SSD you'd get the heatsink pre-installed, whereas with this you get the choice. So if you don't have something like this, that's great. If you do, then that's great,
Yeah.
So you get the flexibility and stuff to do it. Right, you can do all the hard work. So
oh, cool.
Yeah, you're probably going to need one of them ones.
Which one? Is it this one? It is indeed.
Yeah, so I'll just have a little look at the chat. Now that I think about it, the toolkit isn't mentioned much at all in the last few weeks. True, we do actually have like the little 3/4 thing that like comes up from the bottom of the thing. We need to... This is my editor, speak to him. So yeah, we do need to do, I guess, more of that. So
just hard
I need to check something. So I think there's two M.2s there. I'm guessing they're both Gen 5?
I mean,
although it might only be one.
The top one is listed as Gen 5 here, but I don't know if that's the bottom one.
The easiest way to tell. So one is Gen 5 and one is Gen 4. I mean, that's the Gen 4 drive anyway, so it's not really going to...
No, it doesn't really matter.
No, if we were using a Gen 5 drive, then that would be different, I guess. Oh, this works with PS5. I love it when they put stickers like that. Works with PS5. It's like, is it a drive? Yes. So it works with PS5 then.
Oh, what's the...
They did the whole warranty thing though, didn't they? Like, you could only take it apart to put a Seagate drive in. I don't know if that's all changed now, but yeah, you could only actually put a Seagate drive in, otherwise you voided your warranty.
There we go, that's lined up.
So, what else we got? Low end, high range. I don't think that sounds right. I don't know, there's got to be a word. Like, perfectly balanced. Call it that, I guess.
Call it the... What are we doing? There we go, SSD installed.
I'm so happy I have some free time to watch this. So far, all the parts are what I've had in mind for a new build. Happy days. So yeah, that's a 2 terabyte drive. Like I say, on this board, this is what makes me laugh. It's like, it's a really small mini ITX board. And then they just go, yeah, we just went high with it. And they've just like made it thicker. I mean, that's not going to have any problems because your fan's going to be there. This doesn't interfere. It's the same size as what a normal I/O sort of, heatsink would be. It's quite a beefy, actually, heatsink setup. I mean, even the VRMs, I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 11 chokes there, but you have got a couple more here as well. So it's probably, around 11 phases. It might be like 11 plus 1 or something like that. So, yeah, either way, pretty cool. The layout's quite interesting as well, because there is another really cool thing with this board. This.
Yeah, isn't that essential?
No, you're thinking of like the DAC thing.
No, I thought this was where, like,
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. I thought you meant essential DAC, as in, that's a gigabyte thing.
I meant actually essential for the board.
Yeah.
We do need that.
We do, which is in here, I believe. So, yeah. So this basically gives you functionality for things that the board just can't fit in normally. So again, they've kind of, stacked things up. So on here, you have got like your Type-C. This just looks like a Type-C connector, these two. You have got fan headers up here, addressable RGB, normal RGB. You've got your single 16 slot. You've got USB 3.1, and then a couple of headers here. But this actually gives you 2 USB ports, like USB 2 headers. Also gives you all your front panel stuff. Then it's got a switch for... I don't actually know what the switch is for. It says alteration mode.
Is it like a BIOS switch?
I don't know, because it's actually got 3, and one of them says auto. So, yeah, we'd have to check the manual on that one. And then you've got your clear CMOS and a jumper there as well.
Maybe it's overclocking.
Potentially, maybe. But, yeah, this just kind of...
It only goes on one way.
It does, which is like that. That pushes on and then, yeah, kind of, again, builds up the height of the board. So... yeah, pretty cool overall. Let's go for CPU next, I guess.
Ta-da!
So, Ryzen 7 7800X3D. I mean, I kind of feel like if you're going with an AMD system these days, this is just the chip to go for. Unless you're going AM4, obviously. Like, if you're going AM5, this just makes the most sense if you are a gamer. Obviously, you have got other X3D parts, but... I'm not a massive fan of them in comparison to this in terms of value for money and stuff like that. If I was looking at a 7950 X3D or something, I'd just buy the Intel instead. This actually has a viable argument for buying it over an Intel. To a degree. So don't forget your tweezers. I haven't got any tweezers. Where are the tweezers?
They're in the other room.
Have we not got any here? There we go. Tweezers. There you go. Tweezers. Apparently, this is what The Verge call tweezers, but yeah, tweezers, Velcro cable ties, eTeknix branded, again, available over on store.eteknix.com. So yeah, we have everything. I actually feel like I should show a few more things. So yeah, so we've got the cable ties, we've got the toolkit, we've got the eTeknix multi-tool, which you actually get one of these for free if you're a silver Patreon or above, I think it is. I'll put the link to Patreon in a minute. We have the eTeknix Stealth baseball caps, and... we have the eTeknix smart thermoses, which will keep your drinks hot or cold, available in black and white, and they've got a digital display on the top that tells you the temperature of what's inside, which is pretty cool.
And then we've got the mug, of course, as well.
We do have the mug, which is...
got a plant in it.
It's got a plant in it, but yeah, we do the thermos mugs as well. They don't have a smart display or anything, but yeah, available in black or white. Everything's available over on store.eteknix.com. So yeah, that's enough of the selling side of things. But I'll put the link in anyway. Store.eteknix.com. There we go. Because Dan put it in, but he didn't put the HTTP. Yeah, the HTTP before the woo. So not that has a www, but yeah, it's not clickable otherwise. So there we go. Right, 7800X3D. Let's put that in.
Yeah.
Pop that out. Do you remember? Now you probably don't remember. Like Intel, they used to be really, really bad when you put the CPU in. You'd go like that. They were like, you'd be like it would actually like make a crunching sound.
What generation are we talking?
Like 10th gen, I think, on the HEDT parts. So like the 10980XE, and yeah, like the bigger CPUs and stuff. So.
No,
yeah.
I don't think I've ever really used that generation.
They were horrid.
I've used the more recent ones, and I've used some older generations.
I mean, they were good processors and stuff. They ran a little bit hot and everything, but yeah, they were horrid for like, you'd pull that down and it just, you could hear it like, yeah, it was like, oh, I've put it in wrong, or oh, there's like some dirt or something in it. It was really, really horrible. So, yeah. What else we got? Everything is E-type these days. E-type. Maybe I'm lost in conversation there. So, yeah. What else we got? Seems like the mug's growing here. Got to go, need the PC to record some video. Cheers, Mike. Thanks for stopping by. Always a pleasure. How do, guys? Good build, that. Yeah, it is going to be a good build. We're already off to a good start. So, yeah, all good. Right, processors in. Memory. Might as well do the memory next. So, we did say this is an all-white themed kind of build. So, and it is thermal take, so we've got white thermal take memory. Being AMD as well, we don't need to go anything kind of crazy on the speed side of things. So we've got DDR5, 6000 megahertz, two 16 gig kits, so 30 gig 32 gig in total. Cache latency 36. So we could have gone tighter, but this is what we had. So yeah, might as well just go with that, right? So yeah, afternoon. Jordan, how are we doing? We also need to get at some point the link to the Discord into the chat as well. So if you guys don't know, we have got a really, really amazing Discord server. It's like not one of these toxic ones like most Discord servers. We actually pride ourselves on not being toxic. It's just a really like friendly place to kind of be and stuff like that. One in. And the other one. There we go. Right, memory's in.
That's raised it up even more.
I mean, it's slightly higher than that, but yeah, still looks good though.
It doesn't really matter.
No, exactly. His name's Brandan. He's still going along with that. I'm good, Jordan. Very, very good. Brandon, give us a wave. There you go. Right, memory's done. What I like to do, not everyone does, but what I like to do is I like to have a look at the cooler just to see how it's going to fit onto the motherboard.
It's a very good idea. Because
sometimes with coolers, especially AIOs, depending on if it's Asetek or Coolit or one of the other kind of OEM partners, they have different ways of mounting. So with AMD, obviously the motherboard does come with its kind of retention lugs. Sometimes the cooler will go over that. Sometimes it will be a proprietary system and you actually have to take that off and change the backplate as well, which is this bit here. Other times you have to keep this bit on but change the front bit. So I always like to just have a look at the cooler. Probably the one and only time I refer to the manual, unless something goes wrong, and just sort of see, do I need to do anything to it to allow the cooler to go on there? Because I don't want to be sort of reaching around the back of the case to try and hold the backplate in while I'm unscrewing something while it's in the case. It just makes more sense to do it now. So, cooler-wise, thermal take again, TH280V2, ARGB sync, Snow Edition. So again, it is white. It is their latest cooler. It's got RGB. It's got like an infinity mirror with the logo and everything on there, which again is RGB. And yeah, it's 280mm, which I believe is the maximum the case can actually take. So yeah, the giveaway is just for the case, not the full PC build, because I need all the other parts for future projects and stuff like that. So sorry to say, no, just the case. But I think you all agree that's still great. Right, let's get this out and see what we're dealing with. So I just need the instructions, really.
Is this new?
Yeah, it's not. I think it's been reviewed by us. Yeah.
Okay. If we get any specs wrong or any stuff about the case wrong, I'm sure we'll get corrected in the comment section. So just read that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 280 and then it's got space for two 140mm fans, one at the back and then one at the top because it acts like a chimney. So, let's have a little look. The 7900 XT is worth it, 675. There's one open box at my local Micro Centre. Yeah, it's not a bad price to be fair. Playing 1440p with 7800 X3D. To be fair, you're into the territory of like 4K then as well.
So looking like we might be using this.
So there's Intel, AMD, yeah. So it uses the bracket with the like lugs that clip onto it. Right, so we haven't actually got to do anything more to this. So that's fine. So we could, in theory, look at getting it into the case now. So yeah, if you want to bring the case up, what I'll probably do is actually put the fans into the case because I think it comes with two. But then RGB, and I want to swap them out anyway for fans that match the AIO.
Yeah, does it make sense to do the power supply before or after the motherboard?
Well, the power supply goes in the bottom, so it's not really going to interfere too much, so we should be all right. But yeah, this is the case, Tower 200. You've probably seen us do builds on, I know I've done it on the Tower 100 and I think the 500 and the 900, so this sits somewhere in between. So same kind of ethos, you push that bit down and then that bit comes off. This is what I really like about the Tower series. You can actually strip off quite a lot of the case. This is screwed in, if I remember rightly, there and there. So if you can unscrew them.
I can barely see it.
I wonder if we can actually get a view. Oh, that's a bit blurry. So yeah, you can actually strip down quite a lot of the case, including the bit that just fell on the floor. It's fine. It's fine.
Don't worry, thermal take.
I was more worried about the person who's going to win the case going, hold up, is it dented or anything now? But no, it's good. It's fine. So yeah, we've got that bit. We can also...
It's fine. I don't know about your foot, though.
It didn't actually land on my foot.
Oh, did it not?
It sort of like shimmied. You can push the front out. The glass comes off. I just need to find somewhere to put all the panels now. That's the problem.
I've just been putting these ones next to me. I don't think they're... Well, they're slightly visible, but...
We have got the other bit as well, the screen that we need to put on, which is going to go here. So yeah.
Ta-da!
Yeah, so we have got this screen. This is going to come, whoever wins the case is going to get the screen as well. So this actually sits at the front of the case, and you can basically put whatever you want on it through the TT software. I forget what they call it, because they change. Every brand changes the name of their software, like, I don't know, at least once every other day.
Where was it screwed in? I'm just kind of guessing right now, and I can't see.
Yeah, I'll get it. So the first one is...
That's what I guessed, but it just didn't feel right.
Oh no, there's not a screw there.
Does it just clip off?
I don't know. Normally there were screws in the past.
Oh,
yeah, it does just pull off.
Okay.
Like that, I'm sorry, but that indicates that there should be like screws or something there. There's two great big recessed holes.
Maybe there was going to be.
Maybe. But yeah, once you've taken that off, you can then take the side panels off. So there's one. We have more panels. We have accessories and screws and all sorts of weird and wonderful stuff. There's fan splitter cables.
Is this the motherboard?
Yeah, the motherboard sits there, yeah.
This whole thing comes off.
Does it?
Yeah, there's front screws.
Oh no, that's for the SSDs. So the motherboard sits in front of that.
So you can take this SSD panel off and get full access to the back.
Yes.
So what we were saying with the
yeah, but I still don't
it's
want to do
much
it.
Easier.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but it's still much easier.
Yeah. So you can do that. So what we're actually talking about here
I'm doing promotion here.
is this panel here. You can actually take off. It's on thumb screws, and then that gives you full access to behind the motherboard tray. But yeah, motherboard tray is basically here. You can see 4 pre-installed standoffs. So yeah, it should be very, very easy to do what we got to do. This panel needs to come off as well. Just unclips like that. So yeah, this is what I like about it. It's the same ethos as the Tower 100, the 500, the 900. You can get like full access to like everything, which is really, really cool. You've also got the bracket here for the 280mm AIO. Obviously, you could use an air cooler, but I think, you know, this is meant to be like, it's a showpiece, isn't it? It's that type of case with like the glass on the front. Your graphics card sits here. It's meant to show off everything as much as, you know, we can. So if we put that down like that, and it's also got a little holder, which if I go to this view, you can see it's got the little holder here. So when your graphics card is sitting there, which it can take, I think it's like 380mm graphics cards. So anything really, in terms of length, it can sit down here and you can just adjust this and it like clamps onto it using these bits of rubber.
Okay.
Which is quite cool.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So, right, you can get the motherboard in. There's a bunch of screws there. And I'll start working on getting this open.
Let's look for the screws first.
We can do that. So, I'll go through some comments as well. Dan called it a popcorn machine, and now someone can't unsee it. I definitely did one in the Tower 500. Is that the one I gave away a complete system?
I don't remember.
And I went and met the guy at, out of interest, Steve Waits, is that you? Are you the guy that I met in a service station to literally hand him a PC? Because the cost of delivering it would have been astronomical, because it had like pretty high-end gear inside. So I might be thinking of the wrong person, but yeah, not too sure. Chopped, I'm new here. Hello, how you doing? Welcome to the madhouse.
Could have said club.
I think I've paper cutted myself on cardboard again. It's like twice in 2 days now.
Yesterday was like a really massive all up your arm cut.
Yeah. It didn't mark though, which is nice. Yeah, I had a bit of cardboard just like paper cut me, or cardboard cut me. Kind of looks like a crane machine case. I know what you mean, like the claw.
That would be a sick themed build.
Well, I actually have like a crane in there that like goes down and picks things up.
Well, I wasn't thinking have a functioning one. I was
just have a crane.
If you could make it functioning, that's amazing.
Yeah. Here's the screen, by the way, which you got to admit does look pretty cool. So, yeah, basically you still get your ventilation on the side as well. So you're getting this. The way that the case works is like a full-on kind of chimney that it brings in air at the bottom, like and the sides, and kind of shoots it up to the top.
Kind of similar to how the Founders NVIDIA cards are designed.
Yeah, like brings it in, goes through, and then comes out, somewhere else. So.
In the way, but I need to see. There we go.
Did Andy say the claw from Shrek? I did say Shrek, didn't I? I meant Toy Story.
Shrek?
Yeah,
I didn't pay attention.
I knew what I meant, but clearly my mouth didn't, or my brain. I don't know.
Donkey.
The claw. It's the claw donkey. Oh god, my Scottish accent is not good. Okay, thermal take. There is one thing I'm gonna moan about.
Oh, it's not USB-C.
No, it's not USB-C. I'm sure they don't need the bandwidth or anything for it, but
USB-C everything.
Yeah. One cool thing that they do actually though is even though you get the two connectors on here, it goes into like a USB header. You only actually need one of these for the thing, so you've got another one to then plug in a different thermal take device out of like one cable. So that's
nice.
Quite nice, yeah. So you can kind of, it's not daisy chaining as such. It's just splitting the header. So so you plug that into the side of there, and then this goes into on the other end the USB 2.0 header on your motherboard, and away you go. So we need to get this panel off, which I believe screws in from the other side. This one here, I believe it does. I might be wrong.
Let me have I don't. It looks like it screws in from the bottom.
Yeah, it does. So where's the screwdriver? So there's like a little screw here. I think it was different on the bigger one. I don't think it had that, but I might be wrong.
Well, that's a chunky screw.
It's pretty beefy. It's more like a foot, like what you'd have on the bottom of the case. But yeah, so now we can put this one in. So if you want to feed the cable through somewhere.
Oh no, I'm caught. There we go.
Grabber machines. The theme has already been done with working grabber. There you go. Right, so then that goes like that, and then we grab said screw and screw it back into place. And that's like the easiest modification ever, right? Like that took no time at all.
Yeah, and there's quite a lot of functionality out of that as well.
I do like the fact that they haven't blocked this off or made the screen like the full size. I think that's enough, and you've still got the ventilation on the side.
Yeah, if you really wanted to, you could probably get a little tiny Noctua in there or something. I don't know why you would, but if you wanted to, you probably could.
Yeah, I don't think you need to. These have always been pretty good in terms of cooling, so...
Yeah, I mean, that's just because every side of it, bar like the
is mesh, yeah.
All just open air, essentially.
Yeah. We need to take the fan out of the top, because we have got other fans, so that needs to come out.
Are we replacing this one as well?
We are, yes.
It's on the side panel.
There you go.
I think is off camera.
Mm.
I must admit, fans are my least favourite bit of any PC build.
I mean, they can be finicky in terms of, depending on the brand, and you can tell, you know, like when you buy a case. Yeah, actually, they can still see. So when you buy a case, you have fan screws. You can tell the difference between a quality fan case that you spent money on and one that you know is cheap in the fan screws. Because like you go to, I don't know, put them back into like a new set of fans, and it's, I don't know, you need like an industrial drill to do it, because they don't cut into it properly. Because that's the whole point of them, right? The screws actually cut into the plastic.
Yeah, because it's threading.
Yeah. So thermal take aren't too bad. There are better, there are worse, but yeah, that's kind of one of the telltale signs, I think, of something decent. So right, so we've taken this fan out the top because we are going RGBs. So pass me the other fans.
Drop the cable. Here they are.
There we go. So these are the fans. So we are going RGB. CT120 ARGB white. I would have liked to have used the 140s, but Thermaltake didn't send me any. So yeah, we're rage about that after. But you know, these are going to be fine anyway for the purposes of kind of what we're trying to do and whatnot. So I expected a larger front screen. There's always one. And it's Yen's as well.
Of course it is.
Nabsy, hi, how we doing? I bought 3 fans ages ago, but still haven't installed them because I'm too lazy. See if you can guess who that is. Come on, don't look.
I mean, I saw who it was, but I was about to guess, and my guess was going to be right.
Yeah. So again, the people that I'm talking about in the chat, Jens and Sloth, they are they're Patreon members of ours, and Sloth has been to the meetup, so we're one big happy dysfunctional family, I guess, on like the Patreon and Discord and stuff like that. So
I have to ask, which keyword is the more important, happy or dysfunctional?
Both. So right, so this is going to act like a chimney, so that needs to go that way, so it's literally bringing the air through. Mount it whichever way you want, probably with the cables coming through that bit.
The cables in the thing, they're not in the little...
Actually, we'll just go full overhead. They don't need to see us right now. And then we're going to need some other cables.
So just there. Oh, that works nicely.
Will Ryzen 5 5700X3D be enough for an RTX 4070 with 1080p graphics? Yes, by a million miles. You're not going to struggle with that at all. It's going to be a pretty decent system, to be fair. So I haven't actually tested the 5700X3D yet. AMD didn't send us one, and I don't think I want to buy one. AMD make me laugh. They keep bringing out products and then like not sending them to people. I know some people have reviewed them, but they've bought them themselves.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. I think I said it in the last video, and I'll probably say it in the next upcoming one. It's AMD doing AMD things.
Yeah.
So where are you going with this fan? You know it should be like there, right?
Well, I keep it loose so that...
Oh, okay.
I've got
I was just wondering. It just looked a bit odd. So yeah. What else have we got? I just built in a 4000D airflow, and I felt that with the fan screws, it ended up pretty well there. Yeah, I mean, I did my 4000D build because I use that on my home system, don't I? I remember, yeah, you can notice the difference, definitely. Dysfunctional is the keyword. Dysfunctional, definitely dysfunctional. I love how you can tell who the Discord members are. Yeah, you can tell who the Discord members are because they're all the ones saying dysfunctional because they are the
It's just a box.
They are the dysfunctional ones.
I need to move this because I'm using my weak hand to try to screw it in.
Take my strong hand.
That is so much easier.
So I will put... So that link should work. If anyone can confirm, that should work. But that's the link to the Discord, so yeah, if you want to check that. What the hell are these?
They're like... We've seen them before. They're little... I think it's for RGB, I think. So it's like...
Oh, so it kind of... so when you daisy chain, it kind of keeps them in place.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see that on the screen there. It's a little clip to prevent the RGB connectors
because
from
they
disconnecting.
Don't, yeah, like with PWM, obviously you have like a physical... It goes on the pins and it stays. Whereas with RGB, it can...
It's very easy to come undone, and that's...
Yeah, it's like it's on and then just like the tiniest little pull and it's, yeah.
Yeah, although it did look like you put more pressure than normal there.
A little bit, but yeah, no, it kind of makes sense. And if you've seen it, it's actually got a TT logo.
Yeah, it's a very nice idea.
It's going to go a bit blurry, cute. But yeah, hopefully you guys can get an idea as to what it is and how it looks and stuff.
If there's anyone in chat who has a lot of experience 3D modeling and 3D printing stuff, design like a file for something very similar to this, because you'd get a lot of downloads.
Yeah, true.
Stick it on printables, I think it is.
Yeah.
You can earn stuff
I
from
think
that.
you could sell them yourself on like Etsy or something as well.
Yeah, well, why not do both?
True. Where are you based? We're in the UK.
Sorry.
I don't know if they mean like more drilled down into that. Southeast of England. So, because I'd like to think, based on the accent, you know where we're from. But I don't know, because I go to America for like shows and stuff, and I always get asked what part of Australia I'm from.
I was about to say, the English accent and the Australian accent are frequently confused.
But they don't sound anything like each other.
Well, not to us, because we speak
but
in that accent.
But I can hear the Australian accent and go, that sounds nothing like it.
Yeah, but that's because you speak it.
But I don't.
But not the Australian accent, you speak the English accent, or British accent, whatever you want to call it.
All right, mate. That's all you're getting out of me for an Australian accent. So, yeah. Jordan said the link works, so happy days. Whereabouts? Southeast England. So keep going south if someone says bonjour, you've gone too far.
If you're really wet, you've gone too far.
Then you've gone too far because you're in the channel. Yeah. So yeah, Southeast England. So you're not doing any of that on camera.
Well.
So this is what Brandon's doing.
I didn't know I wasn't doing any of that on camera.
Yeah, how wide do you think the camera is?
I wasn't actually paying attention to it.
Oh, okay. I'll let you off then. So, yeah. It's
Both
just
ends
I want a PC built for me. So we don't typically build PCs for like people. I don't have time for it because of obviously videos and stuff like that. Yeah, we just don't really have time to build PCs for people.
Yeah, there's plenty of people that you can find and pay to do that for you.
Yeah. True.
If you pay for the parts, pay for a little bit of labour, they'll help.
Yeah, I've got a couple of people I could recommend if you're based in the UK, which, yeah, he says he's in London. So click the link to a Discord and like hit me up after in general chat. And yeah, I can sort of send you in the right direction, I guess. So that can work. What else we got? According to Jordan, I am Australian. I mean, he's from a little island. He's not even like full on English. He's
what island?
The one in the south. I don't want to tell people like where he lives and stuff.
I don't know what island you're talking about.
One near Southampton. So,
okay, well that doesn't help me either. I'm bad at geography.
Do you know where Southampton is?
No.
I'll give you a clue. It's in the south. Although, funny story, my dad got stopped by a lorry driver in Southampton when my dad was working down there. And the guy was like, excuse me, I'm a bit lost. Can you tell me how far it is to Northampton? Thinking it was like round the corner. It's not. Southampton is like right on the southern coast. Northampton is like up towards like Milton Keynes, like north of London. I can see his confusion, but still, you shouldn't be driving lorries if you can't, at least navigate major key places in the UK. But,
So how big is Hampton?
I mean, you've got Hampshire, and that's in between both of them. So,
that's very confusing.
Right, back to the PC build. So we are going to need an RGB cable. So we have got, obviously the AIO is going to have RGB. How many things? So we can do 2 off of that. So we can do the fans.
Are
they saying
they daisy chain?
They do. So we only need 1 cable. That needs to plug into that. And then, yeah. We'll sort it out once we do the AIO as to what cables we're going to need, because right now we might not need as many as what we think we're going to need. So.
There was a PWM extension cable plugged into the pre-installed fan.
Oh, okay. There we go. Right, what's next? AIO, I guess. AIO.
Just get this installed quickly.
So, does this actually come? Oh, it does. Okay.
Hooray!
So, we'll make our lives a little bit easier as well by taking the bracket off. So if we actually take this bracket off for the AIO, it's just going to make our lives a little bit easier. Apologies if it's a bit blurry. We've basically done the focus on this camera on the desk because we had like the SSDs and things. As soon as you get closer to the camera, you start losing focus. So hopefully it doesn't look too bad, but yeah. What else we got? Who is this PC for? So it's for the sake of building a PC. That's kind of as far as we got with that. But someone is actually going to win the case. So yeah.
Just the case.
Just the case, not the stuff in between. In between, in the middle. Have you got 140 fans? My OCD is triggered by the 120 on that side. But I know. Yeah, Thermaltake sent the fans. They actually sent it before they sent this case and all the other bits and bobs. But we have got 140mm fans. They're here. But they go with the AIO.
Yeah, they're...
Yeah. So no, we don't have the CT140s. I have other 140mm fans, but then it would trigger me that they don't match in terms of like RGB and synchronization and stuff like that. So yeah. The only thing nobody actually lives on the Isle of Wight. So what else we got? It's a giveaway, wish me luck. Yeah, so we're giving away the case. We're going to do that at the end of the video, so stick around for that if you'd like to win. Let's take this off while you're faffing.
I am grabbing the necessary parts. I grabbed the wrong part.
So it's going well then?
It's going really well.
So if we take that off,
that's the part we need.
and then that comes out. It actually sits in by like these two little notches and then the two screws. So that's going to go that way. We don't actually need the case up here anymore.
We don't need any back plates, do we? Or any of the screws
No.
for that. It's all on the motherboard, right?
Yeah. All we need is this and that, and then
Those are for the fans.
that's it. Yeah.
And the cables.
Yep. So that's the way it was in the case. So we want fan, rad, then the bracket. So they'd be like that on the inside of the AIO. So the AIO would be, if you turn them.
Oh, they are facing different directions.
They are. So that would be like that, and then that would be, that's the top, that's the bottom, so like that essentially. Obviously we need to screw the fans to that, but we also need to make sure that these cables are coming out the right side, which they would not be. So the fans need spinning round that way. Perfect. There you go.
So we're going for a... How many intakes and how many outtakes? Outtakes? How many ins and outs do we have?
I don't know about you, but so yeah, these two are going to be exhausting essentially, and then we've got. It's weird because all of them are exhausting, but that's kind of the point of the case, that everything kind of rises up and goes out. So yeah, we should be fine. I'm pretty sure that's what they did on their example anyway. They did. Yeah. So even Thermaltake on their example on the side of the box, they did exactly the same thing in the way that we're looking at doing it here. So
what that translates to is don't blame us.
Yeah, basically. So yeah. Right, so you get that screwed in, and then yeah, the other ones we can screw the fans in from the other side. Job done. Right. Oh. It's the only problem doing these live streams. I'm not young anymore, so it hurts. Hurts bad. What else we got? Is the giveaway global? Sadly, it is not, because Thermaltake are covering the postage. So the giveaway, I'm sorry to say, we did put it in the description, so there was full transparency. It is only for UK residents or UK addresses. I mean, if you want it sent to someone in the UK and then you sort it out from there, whatever. As long as it gets sent to a UK address, that's kind of all that matters. So apologies if you're not in the UK and you have no way of winning. What else we got? Don't mix the brands. Smaller fan is definitely the better alternative. Yep, completely agree. Case just for mini ITX. It is only a mini ITX case, but Thermaltake do the 100, which is mini ITX, the 200 mini ITX. I believe they just announced the 300. That was the one I said about, wasn't it? Which looks really cool.
Yeah, I said...
It looks like a barrel.
I said I would like to do a theme with that, but...
Yeah. Yeah, so if you look on Twitter, I actually retweeted it, because the case, the Tower 300, you can have it upright, or you can actually turn it on its side and kind of angle it, so the glass sort of sticks up at an angle. Looks really, really cool. And then, I don't know what that accepts. It's either going to be micro or full-on ATX, and then the 500 and 700, 900 is all, bigger, so ATX stuff.
I'll turn this around.
So, yeah.
So
yeah, this is the Tower 200 that we're using. So we're going to be giving away the Tower 200 in white.
One thing I don't like about doing this is I can't see through.
You don't need to see
make sure I've lined up properly.
You'll be fine. Put the first one in, then put the diagonal one in, and then everything else is gravy, as long as Thermaltake have drilled the holes properly. These are actually really good quality fans, even like the rubbers and stuff. They look decent, do you know what I mean? I'll be honest, Thermaltake stuff back in the day wasn't great, but, they're really, really stepping up sort of what they're doing now. So these are crazy specs. Yeah, they're pretty decent, actually. Pretty decent overall. I can't remember last time we did a white build of any kind.
We did a white build for a review of an NZXT case.
Oh, is that like the H5 or something?
Yeah, I think it was. I was really happy with how that turned out on camera.
Yeah,
it looked really nice.
We used the NZXT motherboard and stuff. Yeah.
I used a Gigabyte... What are they called? The white Gigabyte cards.
The Aero.
Yeah.
Is that the one with the purple strip?
Yes.
Yeah. I think they've actually got rid of that now. They've still got Aero, but I think it's like more white now across like the whole thing.
Which, that was my big complaint about that, was you got this white card with a massive load of purple on it.
Yeah.
Same as Sapphire have that really gorgeous white card, but there's just this bit of red.
Have you seen this? Thermal Take is in the chat and he said, I will send some white ARGB CT140 fans to go with the case whoever wins it.
Ooh.
So there you go. Thermal Take coming in with the clutch. So all good. Thank you very much, Thermal Take.
Cooler, done.
There you go. I love the look of that case. It's different without being weird. It's most definitely weird, but in a good way. So
Yeah, I mean, it's not really even that weird in terms of a form factor. It's just
unique.
One of these rotated ones, and then you've cut out the unnecessary space.
Yeah, it's unique. So right, we need to get this bracket on, which is going to go there, like so. That pushes on, like that. Happy days. Then we need these bits. So what else we got going on? How do I enter the giveaway? I haven't actually figured it out yet. How should we give the case away?
I don't know.
We only need 2, don't we?
Yeah.
For Intel.
Oh, it's just in the same bag.
Yeah. So we don't need them ones, so they can go over there. They go over there. Yeah, haven't actually decided how we're going to do the giveaway yet. So yeah, to be confirmed. Dan, do me a favour. DM me on Discord and give me an idea. Then we'll take Soprano VX. Even the name Soprano, that does take me back. You're right there. Like, you're very close to me.
Yeah.
Like,
getting cozy.
Shimmy on over, boy.
Soprano.
Let's go like that. There you go. People can see kind of what you're doing now.
Here we go. Soprano. We talking Tony?
No. Not Tony Soprano. No, there were cases back in the day. Who was it? Antec or Cooler Master, they had one called the Sonata as well. Like, they had like these really, I don't know, eloquent classical piano type names.
Did they look really gamery?
No, they weren't gamery at all. Like,
Okay.
actually, the Soprano I think was the Sonata was like all about acoustics and stuff like that. So yeah.
Well, I suppose with the name, I guess it makes sense.
Yeah, I mean at the time they were even talking about it, Gateway 2000. Do you even know what that is?
No.
Didn't think so. So yeah, all good. Right, let's get this in the case, and then we can figure out all of the cables and whatnots.
Let's get the case back up here.
Yes.
Which side was it on?
This
side.
Yes. The side that hasn't got the GPU, because it wouldn't fit otherwise. So,
Don't want to move it too far because the cable is dangling down here.
take that. Then. So, that needs to go. Is it in the grooves?
Not quite. There it is.
Okay, this fan I think needs to move.
It does need to move. That's annoying.
That is annoying. Okay,
I mean, that's still... We can still use the fan, though.
Yeah. So the fan at the front is just hitting ever so slightly with the radiator tubes. So luckily they've thought about this. We can just loosen off all 4. Like so. So you were actually right before when you had it like down there and I was like, why is it all the way down there? So now we should actually be good. By the way, how cool is this? Look, extendable. So, you know, when you need to get to them hard to reach places. I always find it especially handy when you're doing like screwing down the motherboard. In like bigger cases where you've got the thing, you can actually, get to it easily. Right, take 2.
Interactive?
Huh?
Interactive. Take 2 interactive.
It's just not funny. Right,
Neither of their policies.
True.
Yep.
Good.
Are we in?
It's still tight. How did they do it?
Did they have it with the tubes at the bottom?
No. I'm looking at the box. Move that stuff. Look. How are they missing it so much? Is that a 240?
The fan's on the other side, isn't it? fan's on the other side.
Alright, take that fan out.
And the cooler so we can get to where the fan is.
I can get to the fan.
We can't... Oh, I mean, I suppose we can.
Right, I figured it out. So basically, we've got to take the fan out and we're going to put the fan the other side of this to make room for the tubes. So it's like a non-issue, I guess. Someone would be like, oh my god, I can't believe this. You know, they haven't even made room for this, but they have. So they've kind of thought about it. The fact that you have like this large void at the top where the top panel goes on, this kind of takes care of that, right? Right. Aha! One fan gone.
That sits nicely in there now.
Yeah, and then one screw.
Oh, this is going to be a really awkward angle.
I mean, if we... Let me actually screw the AIO down first. And then we can turn this over and the people can see it on the other camera. So yeah, we're professionals. There you go. Yeah. I mean, this is all part of like PC building, right? You sort of go to do something, you realise you can't do it, so you change it. I mean, the amount of times I've done water-cooled builds, and yeah, it's been exactly the same kind of scenario. So
this is what you don't see in just a regular build
video. Yeah, we always like cut out all the stuff where we're swearing and like getting it wrong and things like that. So it's all good. Isn't Gleam a popular way to do it? It is, but then I've got to sort it all out, and I don't want to.
Yeah, I don't think you can do it for just like a quick one stream kind of thing.
No, it's kind of takes like 10 minutes to set up. So yeah. Frank, good evening, community. How are we doing?
That way, I think.
Rock, paper, scissors. I mean, between the amount of people in here, yeah, I don't think it's really going to work. AM5 clip is upside down. Is it?
Is it?
Yeah, it is. You put them through the wrong way, numpty.
Did I? Oh yeah, I did. I mean, that would have been fun if we got to that point and then go, oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad someone spotted it.
Where's the other fan? There they are.
Is that right? Have I done this right? Is that the right way round? I'm so confused now.
I mean, if it's lower, it's going to be...
Yeah, so it's not
way
going to
too
work.
low.
Yeah. So that's the right way. It's just you put the...
Yeah, you got it right.
Yeah, I got it right. You got it wrong. Nothing new there. Right. So you do that while I screw this on. Right.
Reach over for a screw here.
So that's now on, and then I'm literally trying to like bend this towards me to, yeah. Professional stream. I know. It's great, right?
By the way, we are entirely covering what you're doing on camera.
Yeah, I know. They don't need to see the mistake that you made. It's fine.
It's really difficult to use my non-dominant hand to screw in a fan.
Right, there we go. Thermaltake UK, sack off eTeknix, do your own stream with clips the right way up. I might kick Brandon. He just said your name, Brandan. Hire Brandan in to join you. I might kick Dan.
And look at that. Now that the fan is on the correct side, beautiful fit.
Everything works. It's good. It's golden.
It's enough for me to get my fingers in
there. Okay, we need to probably get the AIO on now, because then it's going to give us room for the graphics card and stuff as well.
Do we want to do that first, or
we'll use this stuff as well?
Actually, I was going to say, do we want to do the power supply for cables? But
you've got access there. Yeah.
There's really good. Turn that over just so you can see it on camera here.
Yeah. So where the EPS connector is actually going to go, it's like really easy to access just here. So we haven't got to worry about like putting that power supply cable in with this case, which is quite nice, because a lot of cases I actually have to put, especially mini RTX, I have to put that cable on there, not connected to the power supply the other end, just to get the motherboard in, so that I'm not kind of having to scramble to get to it after. But I mean, there's tons of room there to deal with. So yeah, so it's all good. front panel connectors probably actually first, and like all this stuff. I'm gonna let you do that.
Tilt it back up.
Yep. So, I mean, it should be fairly. You've got like this rubber grommet down here as well, so you can just pass everything through there. So it should be very, very easy.
I mean, theoretically, if we just hold that, what way would it go? What way do you think? That way?
Yeah. And let me have a look. Oh, they're using a different one in their thing.
I mean, if you do it like that...
Does that rotate? Oh, okay, that rotates.
There is still complete access to the rest of it.
Yeah, yeah. All right, let's get that on then. So, remember to take the peely thing off.
And the things... You know, I was saying, I think it was earlier today, my least favourite mounting mechanism is using the AMD thing, just because I don't like trying to clip it.
Where'd that thermal paste go? Teamwork makes the dream work, baby. I'm literally doing a pattern just to trigger people. I would never normally do that pattern.
Is it anything specific?
No. I was just like, I started off as a blob and there was like, but some people like lines, so I'll do a line, but some people like crosses, and I'm like, well, I've gone too far now. So why rubber grommet and never rubber Wallace? Good question. These are the important questions.
There we go, it's clipped on.
I have to go back to work. Good luck with the giveaway, everyone. Hope I'll be included. No worries. See you later. So, oh, Dan did actually message me. Has he messaged me something of substance, though? Each person who comments once during a time period gets designated a number. Google random number generator. That's probably the easiest way. Yeah. No, it's probably the easiest way. What we'll do is I'll get like everyone to comment a certain thing, and then I'll count up the entries, do random.org, and then da-da.
Yeah.
Done.
So we just say from A to B.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
If you comment more than once, it only counts as one.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably the fairest way. So, I feel like I should tell the rest of the chat, though, what Dan said at the beginning of these message. Pretend there's a draw, then just pick me. No, Dan.
I think yesterday we decided that chat mods aren't allowed to enter.
Yeah, I think we did agree that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was agreed. So, sorry, Dan. No, past an hour now. It's funny, I've kind of set aside like 2 hours to do this build that Brandon's predominantly building. But yeah, sort of set aside 2 hours, but didn't think we'd hit 2 hours, but you know.
I'll let you finish tightening the thing on because I'm not allowed to do that.
No, you're not. Every time Brandon tightens it too much, so.
And then the system doesn't turn on.
Yeah, see how it's like tight now? Just back a quarter of a turn. Even that, like you can feel when it's getting tight. Then yeah, that should do. So
Sweet.
yeah, the amount of times he's built a system and then it doesn't boot, and I'm like, I know exactly what it is. Just literally loosen off, and then it's fine. AMD never happens on Intel. Just saying. Right, we have many cables which can be fed through here.
It's very difficult to get to because it is on that side.
Yeah, but then you can take it out through this grommet, or you can take it out through this hole here.
Yeah, but I mean, I can't.
So where's
get
the
to
USB
it.
3.0?
Here.
Down there. Right, so you want that one.
Do we do this on overhead?
We can do. There we go.
Haha. I've just got my hand in the grommet here. Is the cable there? Where is it? Oh, it was completely going the wrong way.
There you go.
The grommet says 2010 on it.
Yeah.
Don't know why.
Don't know.
It's when it was born.
Poor Dan will miss out. It's all right. Dan will get over it. Won't you, Dan? I'm sure he will.
Stop crying, Dan. Tell them you'll get over it.
Yeah. The case giveaway, is it only for the UK? It is, purely because of the cost of shipping and stuff like that. So yeah. Type C. Where's Type C?
Type C.
Okay, that's down there
Same
as well.
place. That's where most of it is, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel it.
In your fingers? I feel it in my toes. Sorry.
Yeah. Something I don't like about the USB 3 connector, other than it's facing the wrong way in my opinion and really chunky, is I find it really difficult to tell visually what way it needs to go.
Yeah. What's we got? So just comment once something you specify after the stream finished to be entered. Basically, yeah, that seems like the easiest, fairest way to do it. So HD audio, where's that?
Should we take a guess?
That one.
Is that one?
No, it's not that one. It'd be the one with the pin missing in the middle bit. Oh, it's not under there, is it? I think it is.
Let's be honest, who uses audio?
Yeah, so we're not going to plug the HD audio one in because I've got a feeling it's underneath this great big large heatsink, so we'll just throw that off to one side. And then, to be fair, we only need the power switch one, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, so... I mean, I'll feed them all down, but that's the only one that we actually need.
Oh, I see it. Come here, little fella.
All good?
I've got more than I need here.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh.
Do you know where it's got to go?
That one.
Oh, okay, cool. Sounds like you got it under control. I might as well go and take a break. Right, I'm officially out of water. Let the coughing commence.
I've got plenty of water if you want me to top up your bottle with mine.
Yeah, should be alright. Should be okay.
How warm is it in here now? Because it feels
20,
hotter than it says.
22.1, so it's risen. So, right, where we at? So we're not bothering with the HD audio, but we'll tuck that down there anyway.
Yeah, and then we can figure that out.
Turn this up so I can like pull them through and just sort everything out a bit.
Oh.
So, it's looking pretty decent now, I'd say. Oh yeah, we need to do that as well, don't we? This USB one. So
yeah, that is the same place again.
So up through there, and then through there.
Well, I picked the wrong side for this.
That way. Is that on? There it is.
Aha.
Cool. So that's on there, that's on there, that's on there, that's on there. Happy days. So yeah, everything's looking good. I feel like we need to take these through, probably through the side there, for the cleanest look maybe.
On the cooler.
Yeah.
This is really difficult.
So while you're sorting that out, I'll let you sort the fans out as well, and I can talk about the graphics card. Because the graphics card's really cool, because it's quite unique in a way. So, yeah, let's get the graphics card. So, GPU-wise, we actually did a live stream for the Patreons yesterday, just to kind of make sure all of our video settings, audio and everything was all good. And this is kind of what we came out with. We were either going to go with a 4080 Super, but it was black, or we was going to go with 4070 because it's white. And basically we did a bit of a poll, and yeah, this was the result of the poll basically. So yeah, let's have a little look. So this is the Inno3D RTX 4070 Twin X2 OC white, but it's also, I called it the white stealth, didn't I?
Yeah,
because it has a little secret. Your favourite PC hardware era. Mobile Athlon XP Barton, 2500 XP, 1800, all that kind of era was amazing. So I did like, you know, the Duron 1200 Athlon days and things like that. But yeah, I'd say the mobile Athlon XPs were the really good stuff. Athlon 64 was good. And then, yeah, things got a bit of monotonous. So should fit a 4090 in there. It would fit a 4090 quite easily, but this one just looks, I think, amazing. So there's the card. I mean, it goes, right? This is like the first time we've actually held it up to the case, but you can see.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
that was the right choice.
It was the right choice.
Sorry, Welshie.
Yeah, it was actually one person. It was like the black 4080 Super, and yeah, we went with the majority and went with this.
Is Welshie in chat?
No.
You did say...
He said he might not turn up. Just because we're using the graphics card that he didn't want us to use. So yeah, now I said this is stealthy and it's quite special, and I'll show you why. So it does come with a cable. It is just an 8-pin to an 8-pin, no 12VH PWR, but it's white to match. And then it comes with a screw and a little panel. And that's kind of the key important part of this. So let's get this away. So what it does is it has an 8-pin power connector, but as you can see, there is no power connector. Nothing at all. Where you'd expect one, sort of, you know, here, this sort of area, because it's actually on the back and it's recessed into here. So the 8-pin's there. So what you actually do is, if you move over, actually, I can show them on the
overhead.
On the overhead.
I just want to say, Thermaltake, these RGB clamp things are amazing.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, see if we can yeah.
Twist it just so it's kind of visible over here. That was working amazingly.
Yeah. Only got 2 though.
Well, I've got another one here.
Oh, okay. All right.
I've got another.
Oh, okay. There must have been 2 with the AIO and 2 with the separate fans. So, yeah. So yeah, this power cable thing. Brandon's struggling with cables there.
I like to take my time to make sure it's nice.
So yeah, connector actually goes in like this. Sits in there. I mean, they even thought ahead because they knew that this would like cut away. That there is a bit of plastic, smooth plastic here, just so it doesn't, you know, get ripped up by the heatsink. And then what you do is you get this. Goes like that. And yeah, it's quite a cool little idea. Thermaltake said yes, they are great cable clamps. But he wouldn't say that if it was made by someone else.
Now, do you sell them separately? Because
yeah, that's the point. Do you sell them separately?
If you don't, do.
Even Kira's like, is there an STL for it?
Yeah, I said that.
Yeah.
Like, someone needs to get on this because it is a really nice thing. Whereabouts are the headers for this? I think they're on that side, actually.
Ooh. So, yeah, that's now in, and that is, like, essentially hidden. So once that is in the case, you know, you're not going to see it. The only time you'd see it, I mean, even then, if that was horizontal, it wouldn't look as good. Vertical is just going to be, you wouldn't be able to see anything. Yeah, pretty cool. No, we don't. Thermaltake, can we get 3D printed, like, the 3D print schematics? Because then people can just make their own.
This is community service that we're doing right now.
Yep.
I don't need that.
So, I'm gonna let you carry on with cables, and then we'll put the. I'll get the PSU ready actually. So the GPU's ready to go. Might use that cable, I might not. It depends on how well the white cable here matches just the straight cable with the power supply, which we went completely overboard and went with a 1200 watt, which isn't needed. I can chase this for you. Cool, thank you. So Kira, I can let you know on Discord once they let me know about the STL files if we can get hold of that. So yeah, if not, to be fair, with calipers you could probably measure that and make something. And
yeah, it would be easy to, but
yeah,
it's just if someone has that and has got access to make it a public thing, why not?
Yeah, true. So yeah, just more tolerances. Yeah. So yeah, 1200 watt power supply. We don't need a 1200 watt power supply. This system's gonna pull like 400 watts at a push, really, under like average gaming situation for like the total system. Unless you were like hammering the CPU and the GPU at the same time, but you're not going. But yeah, this was the only white power supply that we have. It's ATX 3.0, 10-year warranty. Yeah, it's got the 12VH PWR connector. Not that we need it for our particular graphics card. I was waiting that someone's commented. Ah, yes, 4070 7800 X3D with 1200 watt PSU. I was waiting. I've just explained it. You got to love the delay, right? But once you see the power supply, you're like, ah, yes, it all makes sense because it is a very, very nice white. It's not like that horrible kind of off-white. This is just, you know, a nice white, right?
I mean, that goes back to the keeping things in the same family of products. I'm completely blocked saying this, but it goes back to that. If you stick with one company's products, you're going to get the same white.
Yeah, you're not going to end up with like a milky white or a, you know, white Daz whiter than white, and yeah, you just have everything matching. So.
And this was just lucky.
Yeah, I mean, that is, pretty close. So, all good. Right, connection-wise, so it is fully modular as well. It has also got a Smart Zero fan, so nice and silent. How you getting on?
Thinking about ways to hide this little bit of mess just over here.
Roll. Right, so we're going to need 24 pin. Okay. So, yeah, this cable doesn't work. Unless they are... No, they're all flat. So, yeah. That's fine. We'll change that cable for a straight cable. So, well, we got one 8-pin EPS connector.
Yes.
And then a single... That's annoying. I don't want a daisy chain one. Do they come with a single one?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
It kind of goes the wrong
Has the AIO got SATA?
The AIO?
Yeah.
No, I don't think it did.
No? Okay.
I just went straight into the fan.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool.
Really?
I
think it does.
Normally they'd have like SATA. What are you?
I didn't see anything
CPU.
like that. It didn't come with any power cable or anything. It was just those two cables coming off it.
All of them are
Oh,
pigtail ones.
bit of a shame.
Yeah.
But, you know, it might hide well at least.
Yeah. Not that one. Right. So we've got the 24 pin, the 8 pin, and then a PCI Express. It's definitely not got SATA for the AIO. Or any kind of supplementary power. No.
I can't see anything like that. Only two cables are coming off it.
Okay. Is what it is then.
Thermaltake, let us know.
Yeah, Thermaltake. Does the AIO have supplementary power? I could just read the guide.
Yeah, I feel like we put this fan in the wrong way.
What? Oh yeah, we have. It's currently intaking when it should be exhausting. So that needs taking out.
Yep.
And flipping over. Again, these are the things that you don't see on actual, videos that we do and stuff like that.
Yeah, little trade. Where's the screwdriver?
There. Oh, it's got the wrong bit on there. There you go.
Trade secret. If we put that in the wrong way on camera, we'd refilm it.
Yeah. That we would. Right, what we got? That's the 4, that's the 8. Let's get that onto there. And then that one into there. I love how you're just like behind the case. No one can really see much of you. That's how he likes it, to be fair. Hidden and out the way. What else we got? I have the 850 watt version. What, in white or slightly different one? Because these haven't been out super duper long, the GF3 series, especially the snow ones. I think they came a little bit later, if I remember rightly. So snow white, ice white, cool white, cream white, linen white, so on. Yeah, exactly. So this is snow white. And here's one of the dwarves. No, I won't say it. Well, I mean, I already did, but yeah.
You did?
I'm sorry. Also, the cutouts on the fan match the case cutouts.
Cutouts on the fan.
Cutouts on the fan match the case cutouts. What cutouts on the fan? I'm confused. Fans don't have cutouts. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, put that one back in and then we'll sort out the power supply and the graphics card.
Put it in the right way.
My gosh, it looks like a 3D printer. It does a bit, like one of the, Bamboo Labs, isn't it, with like the encompassed, all-encompassing ones.
That's just a specific type of design. What way do I want this? Because I'm moving it anyway, I think this way, so the cable goes straight down there.
Yeah. Yeah, that could work. Yeah, gosh, it looks like a 3D printer. Hi, chat. Hey, Cosmo, how we doing? Air intakes. He's clearly the grumpy dwarf. I'm guessing you know Bassmaster.
Bassmaster?
Yeah.
I do, yeah.
Oh, okay. Because they mentioned you twice, so I sort of assumed that, yeah, you know them. How are you getting on? Had to go out again to get stuff for the kids' tea. They changed their mind and mugging CRS to go ahead. Build is looking stunning. It is getting there. Brandon has done a very, very good job. I could get used to this delegation stuff where I just kind of stand here. Yeah, he's clearly grumpy dwarf. No, he's definitely sleepy. The cutouts on the power supply for the fan. Oh, that, yes. So, yeah, they've done the whole thing of, like, trying to match... That, now it makes it. Now he says power supply fan, not just fan. Now it makes sense. So, yeah, the cutouts on here obviously match the cutouts on there. So, trying to keep everything uniform. And I think, you know, a lot of brands are doing this now. They are trying to get things more uniform. Yeah, just taking their time instead of just releasing products for the sake of it, which is nice to see.
Yeah.
What was that?
That was the spinny bit
on
the screwdriver.
I have the 850 watt version in black. Got it last month. Ah, cool. Liking it? Like I say, I know Thermaltake are in the stream right now, but they are definitely up in their game when it comes to, the stuff that they're doing. So
Angles are so awkward.
Don't know why I've got a song stuck in my head. I've had it in my head all day. Admittedly, I heard the song yesterday, but I can't get it out of my head.
What song?
Hip to Be Square by Huey Lewis and the News.
Okay.
There's the one in American Psycho before Christian Bale goes full on axe into Jared Leto.
I have not seen American Psycho.
Dun, 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 dun. It's hip to be square. CPU fan header runs power to the AO, head pump and the Infinity RGB mirror. No supplementary power needed. That's nice. Yeah, if other brands could take note of that, that'd be nice. So yeah.
I mean, I suppose it's not got anything like a screen or anything.
Yeah, it's just an infinity mirror, isn't it? So yeah, I guess if it had a screen, then yeah, you'd need extra power. What else we got? What PSU are you using? I got the Tough Power GF3 A31050 Snow in this week to review. So this is the GF3 Snow 1200. So 80 plus gold. Telling me the TV's going to turn off.
That's always good.
What's going on?
The controller is just a bit buggered.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is the GF3 Snow, 1200 watt, 80 plus gold, ATX 3.0, all singing, all dancing. Yeah, more than enough for like any type of system. You know, like, talking 14900K with an RTX 4090, this wouldn't even break a sweat. So we're using it with a 7800X 3D and a 4070 because it was the only white one that we have.
It's getting warm in here. I'm going to move off camera and take my jumper off.
No worries. No problems. Got it for $95. So that's not a bad price. Power of Love and Happy to Be Stuck With You. Better songs by Hugh. Power of Love, yeah, definitely. Back in Time as well. Happy to Be Stuck. Is that the Happy to Be Stuck With You? Do, 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 do. Is it that one? I can see the headlines now. eTeknix YouTuber singing on stream. Oh, right. I think it's that one. Yeah, there's a light there.
There is a light there.
No extra power needed for our Ultra LCD version either. Ooh. Yeah. Right, let's get the power supply sorted and then we can do the GPU last, I think.
I'll move these bits down here just a bit.
Happy to be stuck with you. Interesting case. It is. It's very unique, you know. I know in the past, Thermaltake have had a bad, let's say bad press, right, when it comes to designs and stuff like that, which I didn't agree with because I could have actually named, a couple of years ago when that was all going on, I could have named you a case that Thermaltake had brought out that was then copied by Silverstone and then copied by Corsair. So, you know, it happens, it's a box. Whereas now, yeah, Thermaltake are doing this unique stuff and, you know, it's good. I like it. So, that can go on there. Power supply screws. I didn't actually get them out. Ooh. Have you got any with a case?
Yeah.
If not, I've got 4 here. If you've got 4 there, I'd rather use them and then we know they've all just come from the case instead of the power supply when we dismantle everything.
Screws are just mixed in, so we're trying to locate them.
I was right with that Huey Lewis and the News song.
I've only got 2 of them.
Do you want me to use these, yeah?
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, Gentleman Bad Boy. Bit of an Easter egg for you if you didn't know it. I'm hoping you do, but in Back to the Future, when Marty McFly is actually singing to get into the Battle of the Bands thing, it's actually Huey Lewis and the News who's acting there to basically be a teacher. He's like, "You're just too damn loud." So yeah, I'm hoping you knew that, but a lot of people don't. So right, that's that one. I know the case you're on about. See? Adam knows. Right, let's get this one in. I've tightened that one too much now. It's the only problem with these brackets. You have to like keep them fairly loose. By the way, this toolkit that is available on store.eteknix.com is very, very magnetic. Like, it's extremely magnetic, isn't it? Compared to other ones that we've used. Right, that's 2.
I'm in an awkward spot here because the case is kind of in the perfect place, and you're kind of in the perfect place, and I'm just here.
You need to be taller. Should we get you a step stool next time?
I just need, like...
I told you you're a dwarf.
I just need platform shoes.
What, with fish in them?
Oh,
like in the hill?
That would be amazing.
I'm pretty sure that was like something out of The Simpsons.
It's also animal cruelty.
Yeah. Oh, it depends if they're contained or if you can feed them or something. I mean they're big like this every time you walk.
That's what I'm talking about.
Right. That is in. So, you can take the cables. I just forgot there's one other cable because we do need to use this regardless because the other thing is just an extension.
Yeah.
So, get the PCI Express one in. You take that. I've always been a fan of power supplies that slide it like cases where they slide in from the back.
Yeah.
As opposed to like trying to get it in the side and you have to take like a hard drive cage out and all that jazz.
I've always preferred having the like plate as opposed to putting it in and then screwing it directly to the case.
Into the power supply, yeah. I probably would have preferred thumb screws, but then you're adding on to like costs and things like that as well. So.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest, thumb screws in a lot of cases, no pun intended. A lot of the time I find thumb screws not a huge fan of them because to get it to a point where you're happy with how tight it is, you're just kind of ripping the skin on your fingers a little bit.
Do you know what I hate about thumb screws? So many manufacturers do it. They make a case with thumb screws and the machines where they actually make the cases tighten them so far that you actually then need a screwdriver to loosen it to then use it as a thumb screw. Yeah, doesn't make sense, does it? So, right, that's good to go. We could probably get the back panel back on now. Yeah. We can get the back panel one back on.
Which one is the back panel?
That one.
This one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's got a fan on.
Yeah. Oh, you've put the fan on the wrong way.
Have I?
Oh. I don't know. It depends on how you're planning to connect the cables.
With the extensions.
Okay. I'll let you do that then, and yeah. Let's get back to the chat. Then Cooler Master copied it too. See, I'm remaining completely impartial here. There are many brands of good manufacturers of cases. But in this case, yeah, we're looking at Thermaltake. So. I'm looking for a new case after getting my new GPU case. My current one is basically no airflow. What's the current one that you've got? Shameless plug. There's nothing shameless about a plug. It's my channel and my store, and yeah.
Pretty proud to plug the product, actually.
Yeah, didn't actually know or recognise him, but I know the scene you mean. If you Google it, Huey Lewis in the News, Back to the Future teacher, something along them lines, yeah, you'll see him. I think he's wearing a baseball cap and he puts up a thing. He's like, "Nope, sorry, you're just too damn loud." And then, yeah, Marty goes off and cries.
Is he actually?
No.
Oh.
I know you've not seen Back to the Future,
I
have you? You are missing out.
Like, what you just said could have been entirely true to me.
Damn it.
You could have gaslit me there.
Yeah, I could have. You'd like watch the film, like, where does he cry?
I'm watching this specifically for the crying scene.
Oh, dear. What air cooler is good for a 7800X 3D, or is an AIO always best? They're not that warm. What are they? Are they 125 watt parts? 7800X 3D? I think. Maybe. 7800 X3D specs. Let's have a little look.
How does this go on?
What?
I'm just talking to myself.
Oh, okay.
Figuring out exactly the best way of having these cables.
So yeah, it's a 120 watt part. So like you're fine with any air cooler really. You're not really going to struggle. I'm sure Thermaltake is going to come along and tell us what air coolers they have. But yeah, pretty much anything from like a £20, $20 cooler all the way up to, you know, Noctua territory and stuff like that. To be fair, I haven't looked at any air coolers in quite a while, so I'm not really the best person to ask. I use Noctua.
How often does Pete look at?
Pete looks at air coolers every so often, but there hasn't really been any new ones apart from Deepcore got some good ones with the Assassin 4 and stuff like that.
Yeah. If you want to know what the best coolers are, get the lowdown, head over to eTeknix.com, check out our reviews.
Yeah, there's reviews at the top and then cooling, and yeah, you'll find everything there. But yeah, I mean, AIOs are just, I think these days compared to a high-end air cooler, it's all about what you prefer the look of and stuff like that, really.
Pretty much, yeah.
If you go for like a 360, it does mean that you can have the fans at a lower RPM and still get the same kind of performance, so you're getting that trade-off of noise versus performance and things like that. Bigger surface area, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I really dig the new CTE E600s, especially the hydrangea blue colour. Go and have a look at the Tower 300 in hydrangea blue. It actually looks really cool. Or the Bumblebee, wasn't it? The yellow I said about. Yeah, there's one called Bumblebee. Right, let's get that one then.
What I went for was cables under here, under the fan. That's what I'm referring to. I didn't actually take this off the first time. How do you put it
on? There's like these things, the little, yeah.
Oh, does this go under?
Yeah, just kind of.
Ah, the cable is still here.
What did you put that there for? There we go. So yeah, you have got a dust filter here. You can actually there is room for another fan at the back. So whether you want, I guess you could do intake. I probably wouldn't, keep it as exhaust. But yeah, you've got space for 2 fans there. No problemo.
Just want to check that the...
And then yeah, removable magnetic dust filter. I don't think you'd ever get an AIO in there. Like, no, it's never going to fit in there. Right. Cables all done?
Not quite. I'm a little worried about cable rubbing on that fan that's just where we just put it.
Okay. So if you want to sort that, then we can do the graphics card, get the power connectors in, and yeah, then we're kind of good to go. So
these are tangled.
Oh,
okay. That reaches down here.
I could be convinced to swap, just don't feel like rebuilding my PC. I'm like that. I've got, my PC is fully functional. I did actually swap out the motherboard and the processor because I was using a Ryzen 5800X and a X570 Godlike, and it just, something about that system, it was doomed. Like, you'd go to turn it on, it'd be like, into the BIOS, and I didn't want to go into the BIOS. Reset, into the BIOS, like, try it again, like 7th time lucky. It's like, oh yeah, Windows. And then you'd just be working away, absolutely fine for like a month, and then suddenly you'd be working away for like 5 minutes of like, I'm going to blue screen now. So I changed it over to Intel, and yeah, it's been fine. So dust filter, very important. So talking about dust filters, you have got the one at the rear. There is also one, I'll try and sort of get around here. There's one at the bottom that comes out from the front, which is there. So this is more like a nylon one. And that's on rails that kind of slides through from the front.
Does that go... Oh, that covers the entire bottom for the power supply.
Yeah. Then you've got the side panels, and they've got dust filters as well. So these ones, I believe, are magnetic. So yeah, they come off. These are nylon as well, so easy to clean. So yeah, they're, you get quite a lot of dust filters with this. Get that back under.
What am I doing? That one.
I can't even get this back in there. There we go. Cool.
One.
Hi lads, what MOBO would you recommend for a 7800 X3D and a 4080 Super 6400 MHz RAM gaming only? Motherboards are a tricky one because motherboard really comes down to two things. You're never going to get extra performance out of a motherboard, right? We've tested high-end motherboards, we've tested low-end motherboards on the same chipset, or at least the same platform socket and things like that. So talking, you know, your X versus your B, or your B versus your Z series. And we've had it where, like, the high-end motherboards, the ones that cost, you know, £700 to £1,000 or dollars, actually get outperformed by ones that are like £200-300 or dollars. So you're never going to get extra performance. It's always going to be within the same realms of margin of error of a couple of percent. So really, it comes down to what's your budget and what features do you need. Now, when it comes to motherboards and features, yes, as the higher up you go, you do get a more robust VRM delivery system. So, yeah, amount of phases, what they can handle, that kind of thing. You know, 95 watts or 95 amps or 105, or some of them 120, 125 amps. But with that, you are going to notice as it progresses up in price and you get this extra power delivery, you're also going to get more USBs, faster Wi-Fi, you know, 2.5G Ethernet or 5G or 10G or stuff like that. So it's all relative to kind of what you can afford and what you're after and stuff like that, really. So yeah, your best bet is, shameless plug again, but I think there's plenty of people in here who can back me up that this is like the best Discord server. But if you head on over to, if I actually remember to put the slash in. There we go. So if you click that link, head on over to our Discord. We'd be more than happy to kind of steer you in the right direction as to what you're after and whatnot. Is the Fantex MV5 good? I've not used it, so can't really comment. It'd be unfair if I did. I hate doing the wiring. Me too, that's why he's doing it.
I've got a little bit of a nest here. I'm trying to figure out the best way to...
Oh, actually.
Do we have any eTeknix, store.eteknix.com cable ties?
We did.
They're down there, next to the other branded stuff.
So yeah, store.eteknix.com, Velcro cable ties. Ta-da.
Oh, look at that. A thing of beauty that no one can see.
I did that. It's so good I put my name on it. What have we got? Handtex, hi. How's it going? It's going well. We've been here for an hour and 42 minutes.
Really?
Yeah. I know. Time flies when you're having fun. You having fun?
Yes.
Happy days.
I do enjoy streaming.
It is fun.
It's like work, but feels a little bit more relaxed. There's less pressure.
How do you feel about the Thermaltake GF2 850 watt 80 plus gold for a high-end PC? So GF2s were the ATX, was it 2.2? They weren't ATX 3.0, were they? So, I mean, Thermaltake made good power supplies. And the fact that it's 80 plus gold as well, 850 watt is probably more than enough for your system. You know, I don't think you're going to go wrong. Obviously, look at some reviews. We do power supply reviews. We have the actual testing equipment and stuff. Don't look at these people who say that they do a review and they jam a multimeter in there. Actually, look at someone who looks at the power measurements of the rails and sees if there's ripple and noise on the line and the efficiency and the power factor and stuff like that, like we do. So definitely have a look at that and sort of decide from there. What else we got? Asus Tough Gaming X670E Plus, would that be great or overkill? €279. You could probably get the B equivalent for like even cheaper. So, does X570 Steel Legend have good features? I don't like ASRock, so I'm not going to comment. It probably does have good features, but I've just had bad things with ASRock, like capacitors blowing, and I just don't like their business practices either. So yeah, turn it around, let the people see.
I'm just investigating quickly.
Okay. If you didn't see my answer to what case I have, it's CyberPower PC Amethyst 2. So it's probably not good then if it's a system integrator's like own brand thing. Because they've just gone to China and gone, that one will do. It's cheap, it's cheerful, it's got RGB. What else we got? Which gaming PC can I make if I want to play Fortnite? My recommendations are that I put a 12400F and an RTX 4090. You don't need a 4090 to play Fortnite.
I mean, if you're ray tracing it.
Yeah, true, but who is?
Me.
Really?
I mean, if I'm playing Fortnite, which I rarely do.
Yeah, so not you then.
I only play Fortnite when my brother wants to play Fortnite.
Is there any way to put the price lower without the performance going lower? Oh, he then corrected RTX 4060.
Ah.
Got the 9 the wrong way, the 6 the wrong way up. Yeah. Even Slough was like, 4090 for Fortnite is overkill. Which gaming PC can I make if I want to play Fortnite? My recommendations are that I put a 12400F. I'm pretty sure the 12400F, it was a good CPU, but I'm pretty sure the 13... There was another equivalent, but in the 13th gen, it might have been the 13400F, but it was quite a bit better by like a few hundred megahertz, and it had something I can't quite remember. But look at 13th gen. 12th gen is pretty damn old now. RTX 4060 isn't the greatest value GPU you can get. If you want to do ray tracing, it has it. If you don't and you're looking for pure frames, then even like a 7800 XT would be the better choice, or it's a little bit more money though. So yeah, maybe the 4060. It's just annoying that it's not great value for money.
Cables.
Yeah, Joe, we were talking about that earlier, about like how you've got like snow white, cream white, ice white, and yeah, all that kind of stuff, and it's never just the same. There should be like an industry standard for white, but there isn't. So yeah, I don't mind the price, just want to know, is it good, like not burn the CPU and all as well. I mean, yeah, the Asus E, wasn't it, the X670E Plus, it's not the greatest. Like the Plus, I would probably drop down to the B instead of the X670 and just go for maybe something a little bit higher, like I think they do a B, is it? I'm trying to think now. B650E. Oh my god, there's one in front of me. A Strix B650E-F gaming Wi-Fi would be the better choice, but it might be a little bit more expensive. But if you can afford it, I'd probably go for that. You get a few more features. You'd end up with Wi-Fi, because I don't think the Plus has got Wi-Fi. And yeah, it would just be a little bit more of a robust board. And they have good resale prices and stuff on them, whereas a Plus is quite basic. 13500F. It might be that. It might be the 400. I can't remember. It was, I've slept since then. So, you're really going to town on this cabling, aren't you?
Yes, I always do.
Okay. I mean, I'd like to go home at some point today.
I mean, we've got most of it in now.
Happy days.
We're essentially getting to... I just need to get the CPU power and the GPU power, but we haven't yet figured out exactly how the GPU goes in, so we'll leave that for a sec.
Yeah, so do the CPU power, 24 pin, the 8 pin, and then we can get the back panel back on. Maybe. Where's the... It depends. I don't know. Yeah. What else we got? 6750 X2 would be a good competitor for the 4060. It would if you're playing pure rasterization. Obviously, if you're ray tracing and you want upscaling and things, then the 4060 is the better choice. It's just annoying that it's just not that little bit cheaper. Have you reviewed the Montech? We have done some Montech stuff. You'd have to go over to eTeknix.com and have a look. I haven't done anything. I don't get involved with the written editorial side of things. I purely focus on like the video side of things and just the running of the business. But yeah, we have got stuff there. So appreciate the answer. I found that the Thermaltake GF2 850 80 plus gold isn't ATX 3.0, so I was afraid it might fry my 4080 Super since I'm going to use white cable extension. It's not going to fry it. I mean, the only problem you might have is transient spikes. So if you don't know, with ATX 3, what it means is that the power supply has to be able to deliver double its wattage. So an 850 watt would have to be able to do double that, which is 1700 watts for a very, very short burst of time, which I think is like 100 nanoseconds or something like that. But it has to be able to deal with that spike, along with a few other things that make it ATX 3.0 certified. So an ATX, not 3.0 certified power supply will work, but with a higher end GPU like a 4080 Super, you might have some issues, but you probably won't. Asus Tough Gaming B650 plus Wi-Fi. No, not the plus Wi-Fi. It's that you want like the Dash E gaming or the Dash F gaming. I'm pretty sure they've got one of them. Amber TV, if you can head over to our Discord, the link is just up in the chat. And I'll try and find the link after the stream and send it over to you. So. There is a 13400F, no F model on the 13500. Yeah. Richard Styles, how are we doing? Will a 4570 bottleneck with an RX 578 gig? Oh, we're going back years now.
There was some cable rubbing.
Mm?
There was a little bit of cable rubbing on that fan.
Is there?
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, that's no good. Can we do anything about it? Ooh.
I mean,
can we move the fan up into the location above it? Or have you still
I'll fix it.
Oh, okay, cool. Right. Yeah, don't DM me because I get a million DMs on Discord that it will get missed. But in general chat or tech chat, just yeah, ping a message in there. I've got to go be an adult again. Hopefully you're still on when I get to work. No worries, Roz. Take care. Yeah, 4570 and RX 570. I mean, they should be evenly matched to a degree. It depends on what you're playing and what resolution. I'm guessing 1080p and stuff like that. Right, the system is almost done. We need... Oh, that'll go in there. So... Where's the thumb screws gone? I love it when people open stuff before me. Namely Pete.
That's a good question.
I'm guessing not there.
Did it have a thumb screw? Oh, okay.
One of them's got a thumb screw.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't ever see a thumb screw.
Right, just give me 2 screws. 2 like power supply ones.
Well, we only had 2 of them, so.
Maybe that's what it was then. They don't always have thumb screws.
But that one does, doesn't it?
Yeah, but that's the 3rd one, so they kind of assume that you're going to use the 2. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm assuming now.
You know what they say about assuming?
You make an ass out of you and me.
I mean, I wasn't going to say it. I don't know what YouTube's rules are on the word ass.
I don't know. You've just said it now.
Oh, no.
So that's that. Then...
This should be fine. I mean, that's what you call a donkey. Just pretend we were talking about Shrek again.
There you go. How's that look with that cable?
And in the morning, I'm making waffles. Ooh, this looks good. No one can see it, but it looks good.
What about if I chuck that cable down there? Actually, why am I chucking it through there? No. Can I chuck it through here? I'm going to let you deal with that because I don't want to mess up your cables.
Where is it?
What else we got? Definitely go AMD instead of NVIDIA if you don't care about ray trace. Yeah, I mean, that's the way it is at the moment. We've got a video coming out in the next couple of days, 4080 Super versus 7900 XTX, you know, because they're like, there's $40 difference between it. And generally, the, you know, early comments from me are, for raster, go with AMD. For ray tracing, go with NVIDIA. And I think, you know, people are happy to pay more for the better visual qualities that you get from an NVIDIA graphics cards, like ray tracing, path tracing, even the upscaling is better and stuff like that. Whereas, yeah, AMD, rasterization, it's a clear winner. But then they're kind of left behind in terms of functionality and stuff. So, depends on what you're after. I don't think there's a right answer, should we say. Tough Gaming B650ME, that's the one you were talking about. I wasn't talking about the M because that's micro ATX. Unless you specifically need micro ATX, you are going to lose out on some features there. Kira's got it, yeah. So you've got the B650E-F gaming, and there might even be on that one a -E gaming, which might be a little bit cheaper. So it'll be the E-E.
Look at that.
That's beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, graphics card looks like that just fits. I don't know if I like all this though.
I mean, there's not much I can do about it.
There's not.
The fact that there's no cable coming out.
Yeah, that is nice. I do like that.
That's really clean looking.
Mm.
Hopefully, it's all wired up right. I did it, so...
I mean, we can do a quick test.
We can. I think that's the shortest kettle lead we have, so I just keep it here because it's really convenient for this.
So, I mean, I heard a crackling noise, which is always good. And then... Is that one? That one?
There's something around there.
Where's the power button? If we had the top on, it would be easy.
It's one of those.
It's not working.
Is the power button plugged into the wrong thing or something?
Probably.
Did I do the wrong one?
Probably. Yeah, it was that button. So So yeah, you messed up.
That one. Try again.
Hey, there we go.
It was me. Look at that.
Happy days. That looks alright, doesn't it?
One problem with white builds is that on camera it's a bit blown out looking.
A little bit, yeah.
You can't see the RGB all too well, but I hit my face.
To be fair, if you turn this light off, or at least turn it down, that might look better.
I just rotated the thing. Oh, I'll leave the peel for now on the thing, actually. Or this front one.
Yeah, like turn it down.
What's true?
There, just keep going down.
How's that?
Still blown up. What are you on?
I don't know, I can't see it.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I rotated it enough, I'd assume it's a mirror.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks better.
20?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that looks alright.
It just needs some fan tuning.
Just a bit. I just remembered the mic's there, so I just put down, fix the... Yeah. So, we need a monitor.
We have a monitor.
We do.
Oh, we need another kettle lead for that, actually, don't we?
We do.
Sure there's one here. Why wouldn't there be?
I don't know.
Take that as well.
That and that. Yeah.
I'm not gonna use that one.
Yeah, so sorry about the jet engine noise.
Where is the kettle lead? I know I had one around here somewhere. We'll get the monitor up first. So it is up.
Yes. Yeah, let's just stick that over there. And that over there.
Boot before monitor this.
Oh, that's a chunky one. It's all good. This monitor is ridiculous though in size. So yeah, let's see if it boots up and everything, and we can get the fan and everything sorted.
Keyboard and mouse. Now where is that blasted cable?
Which one? What, kettle lead?
Yeah.
Pretty good one over there, wasn't there?
Well,
Maybe.
here.
Maybe.
There's this one, but it was plugged into thing, not gonna say confidential.
Let's grab one from the other room.
Oh, it's all locked.
Unlock it.
Squeaky doors.
Squeaky door time. So yeah, we have a really, really squeaky door. So apologies when you hear Brandon go out the door and it's like. So this is a 32-inch 4K 144. Yeah. So 32-inch 4K 144 hertz monitor. HDR10 as well. So yeah. Right. Let's hook up some peripherals. And a keyboard. Right, I'm like running out of desk space now. Like desperately running out of desk space. So let's try and clear some space, shall we? Oh yeah, this is the, I said about the hive thing at the beginning of the stream. So I said it was magnetic. It's like really magnetic. So let's clear that.
I returned.
Right. One kettle lead for the monitor.
Set it around here.
So it is into there.
Are you planning on putting the top on this at all?
Not right now.
Okay, because the
Yeah, you have to poke it through these holes instead and whatnot.
got that plugged in. That was difficult to see.
All right.
Is the BIOS USB?
Yep. So you put that on there, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so we've got the latest BIOS, so we can sort that out.
Flash that real quick.
Yep. It's just kind of, for me, good practice to just always flash to the latest BIOS.
It's really difficult to see. Aha, I did it.
Right. Turn it on. Right. Fingers crossed it all works. Are you getting any of the TT monitors in? We have had them. I haven't, but Pete has, who does all of our written stuff. So, yeah, he's had some. Why is the keyboard not coming on?
Don't know. What was that?
Oh, it's sorted something out. Literally, the moment I come around here, it's like everything's okay.
Was it just doing
There we go.
BIOS?
It's AMD, isn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Was it memory training?
It was doing AMD things.
Are we even using this?
No, I was just showing them how like magnetic it is. The screen looks good on here.
How
See, now
does it
the
look
big
like?
question is, are we in the BIOS or is this monitor doing the monitor things that it does?
Oh yeah, I'll unplug and plug it back in.
That one? I'll let you plug it back in. So our monitor, this is a really, really good monitor, right? It's 4K, 144 Hertz. It's amazing. But it has this wonderful habit of not liking to turn on the first time you turn a new system on. So you have to unplug the DisplayPort and then like plug it back in.
No signal.
Sometimes twice.
No signal.
Try again.
I've never done it twice before.
No? Oh, actually, saying that, all the fans have actually gone off. So,
Oh.
yeah, so the whole system...
This top fan isn't spinning.
No, these side ones aren't either. What have you done with the cables?
Do they unplug?
Potentially, yeah. Turn the whole thing off. Okay, so we are having technical difficulties. I blame Brandon wholeheartedly with like his cables.
It's not this side.
Mm-hmm.
It's not this side. It's this side. It's now a little bit trapped.
Yeah.
Oh well.
So, what's going on?
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? This. Again, this is what you don't see.
Yeah, so when we do videos, you don't see all the problems that we have like this. So, yeah.
I don't think I've ever done a PC build that went perfectly first time.
I have. Do we know what the problem is?
I think I just had the order wrong.
Oh, okay.
Let's try it now.
Try now. There we go, we have fans. Right, let me jump back round there then.
Ooh, there's a lot of airflow coming out of that.
Yep. Oh, Jesus. That is a lot.
Not that that's a bad thing.
No, it's a good thing. Obviously, we are going to tune the fans anyway, because no one's going to have them this loud. Hey, we have BIOS now.
Hey!
So, where are we? I can't actually see the chat now, so you're going to have to kind of keep up with that.
Okay. Brownie points to anyone who knows what my shirt is, by the way.
Is it something with the word sleep in it?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Is it...
I mean, they...
Bring the horizon?
It is, but... Yeah. Oh, you just told everyone in chat what it is.
Again, it came up with the BIOS, but then it's being a little... Yeah.
Someone says Andy's fault?
No, definitely Brandon.
850 watt more than capable. I mean, yeah. I've got a 5800X, 4080 on 850 watt. It's perfectly fine.
Mm.
I don't have any problems with it.
Right, BIOS. Ooh. Do you know what version you downloaded?
It was just the newest one.
Okay. Well, this one's version 6.13.
The newest one went out today.
Oh, okay.
So that's convenient.
Yeah. Oh, that's better. That is better. I might actually do it manual though. And do that manual. Why is it all the way up there as standard? Like, come on.
Looks well nice. It does look well nice. No, I don't. Personally, I'm more into like the matte black aesthetic.
Oh, that is so much better. I've completely ruined the fan curve, but you know, let's go like that. That'll do.
Yeah, but it's not true enthusiast DIY unless you do that, is it?
No, true. Just set it all bottom. Is the USB in to flash the BIOS?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I plugged that in.
Okay.
This is the Windows one.
Okay. Cool.
Ed Sheeran featuring Bring Me the Horizon. Not exactly. It is Bring Me the Horizon, but it's not an Ed Sheeran shirt. Specifically, it's actually one of their other songs.
Mm.
Amen to anyone interested.
Amen. Amen. So, right, let me come back round. Oh. Right, that's now potentially flashing.
I'd easily grab a shirt like yours. It looks dope. It is dope. Problem is, it's band merch, so I spent like £40 on it.
Why is it banned?
No, banned as in from
Oh,
a band.
I thought you said it was banned. I was like,
No.
What did they do wrong?
No, it's merchandise from a band.
Hmm.
So at a live show as well, it was 40
Yeah.
quid. So you're paying an arm and a leg for this kind of thing.
I don't know why, but it chucked me out. Okay, no, it's gone back in. So, what else we got? Maxi G, thank you very much for the super chat. Very, very much appreciated. Yeah, so first super chat of the day. So, no, I appreciate that. Do you reckon he's trying to bribe to get to win the case? Could be. Could be.
I think it would be unfair if we let super chats have bonus chances.
Yeah. No, we won't. We won't. So, we will look at doing the giveaway in the next... I'd say like next 15 minutes. So, you know, we've taken up enough of everyone's time today. 2 hours plus. So, yeah. But yeah, if you do want to support us, apart from Super Chats, the other way is through Patreon. There are, just looking for the chat, many people here who are Patrons. You get tons of exclusive benefits like a discount off the eTeknix store. Bi-weekly game nights. We've actually got one coming up on Saturday where we play CSGO, GTA 5 Racing, Code Names, Cards Against Humanity. We all just basically sit there and have a laugh. And yeah, it's great fun. And also we're doing a Patreon meetup where you actually get to come to the eTeknix offices if you want as well. So there is that.
I think this year's one is date undecided as of right now.
Yes, probably sometime in April.
Okay.
At the moment, so yeah.
Around Easter-y time.
But yeah, if you head over to patreon.com/eTeknix, it helps support us like you wouldn't believe. And you also get access to all of our charts as well. We try and put them up as many times as I remember, but where we test like 42 games, when we do head-to-heads and stuff, it's pretty cool. But I'm guessing any of the patrons who are in the chat already they're vouched that yeah, it's a good thing to be signed up to. So yeah, what else we got? How do we enter the giveaway? So what we're going to do is at a distinct point in the next 14 minutes, actually call it 12 minutes, we'll do it by 5:20. I will get everyone to enter who wants to win in the chat, a certain phrase or something, and then we will, the first one will be number 1, the last one will be number however many entries. We'll go on random.org and whoever gets picked wins. So nice and simple.
Please only enter if you are UK based.
Yes, UK only. So yeah, apologies. We will try and obviously do EU ones and global ones in the future, but this one, as decided by Thermaltake, because they're the ones shipping, that it is UK only. So yeah, right, this is updating the BIOS. Then the fans can sort themselves out again. I don't know if we're going to get time to actually put any games on it, because we'd have to install Windows.
Yeah, I mean...
We could grab an SSD from another... Oh, that's an effort.
Is it an effort?
Yeah, because it's a mini ITX board, you have to take the... it's only
it's just
the top
right
two.
at the start.
All right,
start right at the front.
Go grab the GPU test bench one, or just any one that's got Windows on, I guess.
Whatever one is the most accessible.
Yes. Yes.
Actually, there's a screwdriver.
Oh, there we go. So yeah, Brandon's going to go get an SSD. 10 Bob was great with CS game I have with the crew. Needs a benchmark or stress test. Yeah, we're going to put a different SSD in. But yeah, thank you very much for the super chat. Really, really appreciate that. Always appreciated. What else we got? Dang, no fish and chips for me. I feel like it's synonymous, isn't it? It's like British guy, fish and chips. Is that what we're famous for? Is it literally fish and chips? I can indeed vouch for the Discord and the Patreon too. An awesome bunch, slightly nuts, but that's what makes it good. Exactly, we're like a happy dysfunctional family, you know. And every family's dysfunctional pretty much, isn't it? So, right, we're nearly there with the BIOS update. Like I say, I always like to do this because I never know when I'm going to use this board for like another project or something. So it just saves me next time having to go, oh, why is this not working with this particular memory or something like that? I've already updated the BIOS, so it kind of just, you know, gets around certain things. The Brits made so much and still do. Yeah, we've had our ups and downs in history, shall we say. All good? Cool. Might as well plonk it around there. It's going to have to swap it out in a minute anyway. So yeah, to save the fact that we're going to be on this live stream for what feels like hours, we're actually swap the OS SSD out for a different one. So just to make life a little bit easier. You tear it down after. We will. That will be tomorrow's job. And then obviously we can box the case up and bang a label on it. Press enter. Bang a label on it and get it out to whoever's going to win it in the next 9 minutes.
Yeah, much like cooking shows.
Here's one I made earlier.
Exactly.
Yeah,
this SSD is already set up. We're not going to bore you all with Windows installing bit.
Yeah.
The cover's still on the... It is.
What do you think about G-Skill Trident Z5 6400 MHz? If you're using it with AMD, then what you want is 6000 MHz CL30. I love watching this. Brandy are great to watch. I hate the fact that we have a name. Oh, Brandy. Come on, Azus.
You a fan of brandy, the drink?
Not a massive fan. I prefer whiskey, but even whiskey I'm not a massive fan of. So
yeah, I'm not really into that kind of thing.
Gin, wine, beer. Give me any of them. I'll be happy. So, out of interest, what game should we actually test? We've got about 50 on our SSD, so we'll let you pick. It's always daunting. It's like on, off, on. Gotta love flashing BIOS.
We gotta do a ray tracing one, right?
I mean, it's a 4070, so it makes sense.
Get some upscaling in there.
Yeah. So yeah, we need ideas. What game should we? Okay, it's doing the LED stuff. What game should we test this on?
What games have we got that have got like ray tracing and upscaling? We've got Ratchet and Clank,
Cyberpunk, Spider-Man. Yeah. Far Cry.
Far Cry is,
F1. CS, of course. Metro, do you do that game? I don't even think we've got Metro anymore, have we?
We don't have it installed.
Oh, okay.
I think because it's a little bit outdated, we try to keep our game rotation.
Yeah.
Popular games, more recent games.
Cyberpunk, stress it out.
Cyberpunk looks great.
It does. It do.
Would have to use a Eurocount because mine is mid DLC, so I'd be spoiling it for everyone who hasn't played it. Yeah. Gotta be RTX, baby. Brandon is going to replace Andy one day, you know. He's not, because what's going to happen is I'm hoping like my son will replace me and then he will be Brandon's boss, which would be hilarious because he'd be younger than him. So, Forza Horizon. Forza Horizon doesn't really count for ray tracing because it's only got ray tracing in the garage. which is really weird.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
It's still a good-looking game, nevertheless.
Cyberpunk or Assassin's Creed Mirage / Valhalla max settings?
I'm not dealing with Ubisoft, so
No.
that's a Cyberpunk vote.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I've had enough of Ubisoft today when I was trying to do the Division testing. How many times does this want to... Right, is it done now? It should be done now.
One thing with these cables is
They get really dusty.
Yeah, they kick up a lot of dust.
Yeah, they do. Night City. Alan Wake 2. Oh, that's a good shout.
Is it on that drive?
I don't know. Oh my god, how many times?
Written so far.
Now it's on.
0 of...
Now it's updating the Thunderbolt. I'm not even using Thunderbolt. Why are you doing this to me? Ugh. Good job, Azus. Good job. Yeah, I don't know if we've got Alan Wake on there. We might have, actually.
Maybe? I don't know. But that's on Epic.
It is. So that does involve booting up Epic, and that makes me feel dirty.
Yeah, we might have to do the whole transfer thing for Epic.
Oh, no, I'm not doing that. Yeah, I think it's probably going to be Cyberpunk, isn't it?
Cyberpunk is a little bit obvious, though.
It is.
Maybe Hogwarts, maybe Ratchet and Clank's ray tracing is
Spider-Man looks good.
It does, but it's also really easy to run. We want to push it, right?
I don't know, 4K. It's a 4070.
Let me check our results on the spreadsheet, see what we kind of get.
Yeah. I like that from Sloth. I only have like 3 purchased games on Epic. You're not alone.
I have 0 purchased games on Epic, but I have about 60 games on Epic.
To be fair, I don't have that many purchased games on Steam.
Yeah, but that means that's
like
just...
Nvidia, can I have this code? AMD, can I have that code?
I want to use it for testing.
Although I did have to buy some because I'm still going to have to buy more because I want to buy every single game that I have again for my second Steam account. Because when we test off of a NAS. We've made a video about it where we've got all of our game storage on a NAS. So, yeah, that way we can sort of test things concurrently off 2 different Steam accounts. How about Red Dead 2? Red Dead's not great on Nvidia cards, and it's quite an old game now. Control, that's a good shout.
I love Control.
Yeah.
I think Pete, when he was down at some point, he said he really hated it, and I was deeply offended.
I don't think he gave it much of a chance.
It's a really good game.
If Cyberpunk is the obvious choice, then that means more people can compare your build to theirs. True. I think we just do Cyberpunk.
Yeah, Spider-Man...
I'd love to do it if this BIOS actually updated. Why is it taking so long? This is the longest the BIOS update has ever done for me.
We are looking at around 15 frames a second at 4K on this card if we don't use upscaling.
15?
Yes.
In what game?
Cyberpunk.
What game? Cyberpunk. Okay, at 4K.
4K, no upscaling.
Okay. What about with
Ray
upscaling?
tracing Ultra. Don't think we have...
We did 4070 Super. This is going to be basically the same.
True. That's all the way at the bottom of the spreadsheet.
So yeah, hopefully we can get to it at some point. As you can see, the motherboard is struggling a little bit with updating the BIOS. I don't understand why it's taking this long.
Oh, we did do the 4070.
Isn't Control related to Alan Wake? Yeah.
Story-wise,
yes.
They are connected. We only did 1440p for that.
What did that get?
We went up from...
By the way,
55 to
we're
115.
Okay.
1440p with DLSS 3.
Okay, so 4K might work. By the way, we'll be doing the giveaway in 3 minutes. I will tell you when, and I don't know. We'll run it basically. If you want to enter, you've got to put in the phrase that I'm going to tell you into the chat, and you've got 60 seconds to do it. 1 entry per person. If you spam the chat with multiple times, then it won't count, and I'll disqualify you. But yeah, basically, when I say so, you'll have to say the words in chat, I want to win a Tower 200 from Thermal Take.
If we see it now, it doesn't count.
It doesn't count now, it will be when I say. Right, we are now good.
Okay.
Can you go to QFan control? Because it just didn't like what I did.
QFan control.
Yep.
Where am I looking? There.
Down there. And then AO pump.
The mouse is being held up slightly. What?
Then manual.
Oh, it's on full speed.
Of course it is. And then bring that right down. Bring that one down like 3/4 of the way. Yep. Bring that one down like here. And that one down like over here. And then apply. Oh, thank God for that. Right. Cool. And then exit. Say, we need to set X and P. F7. I'm trying to do this upside down.
Actually.
All right. Trying to do this upside down keyboard diddly.
Okay, so it's going to reboot, and then we're going to turn
Then
it
we
off.
can turn it off and get everything done. So.
Swap this as...
Oh, that took way too long. Right, wait for it to do its thing. And then we can turn it off. We can put the SSD in, and then we can actually boot up and see what a game is like. If people are smart, they already have typed it out and ready to send. Yeah, true. So for anyone joining, we are going to run a giveaway. And to enter, you got 60 seconds, and then we'll do a random.org out of all the entries. You need to put in, I want to win a Tower 200 from Thermaltake and eTeknix. It's fair, right? Do you want to type that in for them so they can see it, right? Just type it on here. On there.
Oh.
Actually, pass me the keyboard. I'll do it.
I'm just going to go on the YouTube chat on my phone.
I want to win a Tower 200 from Thermaltake and eTeknix. Right, so get your entries in now. If you want to win this wonderful case, not the contents inside, I'm afraid to say, but if you do want to win the case, then yeah, put in that you want to win a Tower 200 from Thermaltake and eTeknix, and then you've got like 60 seconds to do it, and then we will pick a winner randomly using random.org. Did you just put your hand in the fan? Wow. Right, have you swapped over the SSD?
No, it's still on.
It's still on. Right.
But it wasn't displaying anything.
There you go.
I have to be careful because I think these screws are loose. Yet they are.
See, some people get it. One person has not put a capital T in eTeknix, so I'm not happy with that. Everyone else has so far.
Copied and pasted it, really.
Yeah. You could have. So yeah, like I say, it is only open UK only for this one, I'm afraid. But we are going to do more live streams in the future where we will try and do a lot more global stuff. I'm trying to work something out at the moment with Height, as well as NZXT and Corsair. So yeah, got some good stuff coming up. So yeah, I'll keep it running for another, I don't know, indefinite amount of time until we get this computer booted up. And then we'll count how many entries there are and we'll do a random.org. That is, I think, the fairest way to do it. And I do appreciate anyone who's been here from the very beginning. So let me know in the chat, how far into the live stream did you actually come in? Was it at the very beginning, or did you come in a little bit later?
Line this up.
So yeah, by the time we get this system actually turned on, then we'll cut all the entries.
You can turn it on now.
Yeah. So let's get it into Windows, and then we can go to random.org and see who won.
It's really convenient that eTeknix is highlighted.
I know. It does help.
It means, like, there they are.
Yeah.
There's the entries. Didn't we tell you to shush?
It's getting dark now. It was light when I started. It's getting louder. Let's pump it louder. There we go. I love it when a fan curve kicks in.
Is it doing that monitor thing?
What, did you unplug the monitor?
I mean, I did because it wasn't working before.
Oh, okay.
And then I unplugged it, plugged it again. I just did it. It
okay.
went white on air, so presumably
The
it's
keyboard's off now.
System is on.
I can see that. Ugh. Really need to get to the bottom of why this monitor does that, though. The mouse light isn't on either, is it?
No.
What's gone wrong?
A BIOS is something to adapt. It must be an Expo thing.
Could be. Oh, no.
Ooh.
I hate AMD sometimes.
Whee!
Why does it take that long, though?
It.
My computer at home, I turn it on. By the time I sit in my chair, it's on. It's booted. It's done.
I think the problem with it is that it causes paranoia.
Yeah.
First-time builders would have given up and got paranoid about it and turned it off at the wall at that point, going, "Oh, it's broken. It's dead."
Yeah, probably.
That's the main problem, I think, with it.
Yeah. Right, let's count the entries anyway. So not including myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pound, I'm sorry, but you can't enter because you work for me.
Did you count?
Dan doesn't work for me. So 1,
But he's a
2,
mod.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So, yeah, time's up for the entry. It looks like 15 people entered, including Dan, which Dan doesn't work for me. He's a moderator, but he doesn't work for me, whereas Pound does.
Yeah.
So Pound can't enter because he actually is an employee of eTeknix. So, yeah.
So are we going to allow it?
I think so. Like I say, Dan doesn't work for me. He's a volunteer moderator on the YouTube, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let it be known. I was trying to not include Dan in this, so this isn't... If he does...
He doesn't
end up
like you,
winning
Dan.
I've got no problem with you. It's just...
To be fair, I think Dan...
I
I think Dan has won something from me before, so... I don't know.
I just feel like it might look a bit weird if
It
friend of the channel
It does.
wins.
Dan, I need your opinion here. I know you're going to want to win something, but is it fair?
Let's get this panel on.
All right, we're still waiting for this blooming thing to... Yeah.
I think it goes this way. Does it go this way? I think it does.
Oh, okay, Powd actually put, I want to win an eTeknix from Tower 200 in Thermaltake. So, yeah. Bloody Brandan. So, yeah. Okay, someone else has said to include him. I would like to do the random.org thing once this actually boots up.
I don't actually know. I was going to put this on. I don't actually know how to put it on.
Oh, really? This has to come off.
Oh, that makes sense.
There you go. And then other way up. Yep.
That's what I had guessed first time, and I was like, it's not going.
Go. There we go.
There we go.
What is it doing now? The people are speaking. Okay, people have said that Dan should be included. So you're the only one who doesn't like Dan.
It was doing the monitor thing.
Of course it was.
Pain is no longer available due to changing.
Oh.
No one look.
I mean, they can still see, but...
I'll step in the way. Nobody look.
To be fair, we're still waiting. It's
Yeah.
just a moment. So, right, the people are speaking. So, yeah, once I can get on here, we'll go on random.org. We'll do 1 to 15, and then we'll have a little look at who that one was.
I'm sorry for doubting you, Dan. Everyone else says so I'm going to say so. I just didn't want to cause a stir. Let's just put it that way.
You need
internet for this.
What? It's got Wi-Fi. It should have picked that up.
I don't know if the... Would it need drivers?
No, it just needs to connect to the diddly. Right. This is what I love about streams. Like, they're never perfect, are they? Like, ever.
If they are, they're pre-recorded.
Yeah. Do you know how old this picture is of me?
How old is it?
I think I'm about 18.
Ooh.
So, nearly 20 years ago. God. When did that happen? Right, if you stand in front of the camera.
Nobody look.
What's my password?
Everyone look at my shirt. Let's get back to this. Wow,
Oh
what
my
a
God.
nice blurry shirt.
2 secs. It needs to verify me by sending me an email now.
This is great stuff.
Yep, this is good content.
Quality content from eTeknix. Oh, I accidentally let a tiny bit of the... Oh, hang on. Look at the PC. Look at that. Look how nice that looks. Don't look at my watch. Look at how nice It is warm in here.
Right, I think we're good. Okay, we're good.
Hey,
we're good.
I can get out of the way now.
There we go. There we go. Right. So yeah, apologies, guys.
Didn't even need the Windows install USB.
No. Right, let's...
I mean, that's...
Trying to find a gigabyte thing on an Asus motherboard, and yeah.
That's motherboard software.
So,
You didn't log into Steam.
Huh?
You didn't log into
I know,
Steam.
I've got to do random.org first.
Oh, yeah.
Or should we wait until the end? Should we do a game first, or should we see the winners and whatnot?
Oh, I don't like that. It just looks straight at a spider.
Powd's not counted, so it's 15 without Powd. I'm pretty sure I'm right.
I think that's what we said before.
Yeah. So yeah, should we see a game first, I think? Let's load up CapFrame. We'll put in the 1 to 15 there. We won't click generate yet, and we'll make it bigger. Right. Steam. I think it's fair that we wait. I've got the entrance in order on a notepad. I know what his notepad's going to be like. It's going to be Dan, Daniel, Dan was, Dan.
Dan was here.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Right. Is the SSD in? Yeah.
Yeah, I already sorted that.
Cool. Sending it to Discord PM. Thank you, DM. Why did I say PM? Wow, it's like 10 years ago. Right, so we was going to go with Cyberpunk, wasn't we?
Yeah. You want me to do it?
It'll probably be easier instead of me trying to look round and whatnot. And then we can bring this over next to this beautiful looking PC.
Let's show off my gamer skills.
Got no skills.
Continue out without account.
You forgot Brandan.
It will share it.
Yeah? Why not?
Well, because I work here, I'm not allowed to win it.
No, you're not. Right, what was I looking at? The DM from Dan.
Is that glare or something? Why? Can you see? I'm kind of circling it within the...
Yeah. It's the light, look.
Yeah, it's just a nice bit
It's
of
this light here.
Something
I think.
on the lens, is it?
It might be the lens, actually. I don't know. It's not something on the lens, it's like the lens.
Well, I'll just double check it. Hello, Night City.
So let's see how this looks. Can you do me a favour and zoom the camera in? I'll move the monitor up. Oh, no, it's got to go that way, isn't it?
Is it still focused?
Potentially. No. So no, you're going to have to refocus that.
Wrong way.
There we go. Cool. So yeah, good luck everyone. We will do the winner. We'll just do a quick run in Cyberpunk and sort of see what it's like. Can you open up Reaver and make that bigger? Because otherwise they can't see it. It's in the corner.
Well.
So yeah, also let me know. It was down in the corner, I saw it earlier. Bigger.
Bigger.
Yeah, that'll do.
Bigger. Okay.
So yeah, let me know, guys, as well if you want to see more of these live streams. Like I say, every time that we're gonna try and do one, we are gonna try and give the case away. But we'll only do it if you guys want to see it, and obviously if the views are good and stuff like that. So let me know if you have enjoyed today, and if you do want to see more of this sort of stuff.
Do we go with overdrive or just normal ray tracing?
It's a 4070. I'd go with normal.
But we can put frame generation on.
We can. I mean, give it a try and see what FPS we get.
What like.
So this is, right, balls to the wall then.
Auto?
Maxed out.
Balanced?
Balanced, yeah. Balanced.
Apply. This is maxed out settings.
At 4K.
Yeah.
So it's still playable, 39, 42 FPS.
Yeah, I mean, this card is not designed for what we're trying to do.
No, not at all. So this is full max settings, ray tracing, path tracing, frame generation is on, but it looks very, very good.
It does look really good.
It's a shame it's not nighttime because it does look better. You've probably got to load a save game for it.
Let's see if I can remember. Ooh, that
that 11 FPS, 12. Yeah, not good. I think John said something about the streams and then he's retracted his message. I'm sorry, John.
What time do you want? Let's go 1 a.m.
I just find it looks better at night, like to really sort of see what ray tracing and path tracing that looks like.
They call it Night City for a reason, right?
Yeah.
Just let it all settle. Ooh, yeah, the frame rate has dropped a little bit there. Oh, no, it's back
44,
up.
yeah. Yes, we are. Wait.
Look at that.
I think he's liking the new streams and stuff. So yeah, it does look very, very good. 40 FPS though, for a 4070, that's not bad.
We have got path tracing on. Let's turn that off.
Yeah, path tracing is on.
Path tracing off. Ray tracing is on.
Yep.
I don't think you have that fine control of ray tracing.
No.
It's just
it's
what
like,
it is.
it's on.
Yeah.
So we was getting like 35 to 44.
Okay.
What are we getting now that path tracing's turned off? 3.
You could give it a
1, 12, come on. Did frame gen turn off?
There we go.
Oh, okay. 60. There we go. So we are on, apart from path tracing, we are on maximum settings at 4K with an RTX 4070 and we're getting 60 FPS. And
like, a car just went into a van.
Where'd it go?
Oh, it's still here, look.
Oh yeah. Wow. Good job, Cyberpunk. Good job, CD Projekt Red.
Classic Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
I mean, regardless of that, look at the reflections on the back of it. Look at that. Wow.
They probably, even I can't see how good a justice it's doing looking at the stream. Whereas if I come round and actually look at the thing, yeah, it looks amazing.
Yeah, I'm just walking in the middle of the road.
So yeah, RTX 4070 getting 60 FPS on basically max settings. The only thing that's not turned on is path tracing. So yeah, not bad at all.
Man in his underwear. Oh, it's just shorts.
And this is Night City, so you know, anything's possible.
Anything's possible.
Anything's possible in Night City.
I wonder if like a gunfight would change how it goes.
Well, in terms of the frame rate. I mean, we're at 55 now. You're going to go shoot at the police?
Yes, I am.
56, 57.
These aren't my normal guns for this. I'm not used to this. Oh, this map is way too fast for me.
It's still 56. Press the button on top.
I just did.
Okay. Yeah, it's still 56 FPS during a gunfight, so it's not bad.
There's a policeman over here somewhere. Oh, there he is. In the car.
Come back.
He's trying to hit me.
I love how you shot him in the head like 3 times and he's still just like, he is the T-1000.
Do I have any other bit?
No.
Oh, no, just a pistol.
Yeah. Right. I think that showed how good the system is. So if you zoom back out on the camera.
Oh, that's the wrong way. Ooh.
So yeah, I think we've shown that an RTX 4070 can play Cyberpunk at 4K with ray tracing, and it looked pretty damn nice. Would you agree? Oh, yeah. He's made the mouse really slow now. There we go. Right, let's open this up. Wow, you cannot see that.
Hang on, do you mean to hold control?
Hmm?
Do you mean to hold control and use...
I'm saying because it looks so blown out.
I mean, it wouldn't look so blown out if it was...
Go on, hold control?
Yep.
Oh, where'd it go? There we go. So, can they see that?
Just about.
Yeah, can you guys...
Control a bit more if you
okay,
go any further in.
I cannot.
Oh, that's it then. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll zoom in a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, I can move this over to there. There we go. So yeah, we're proper professionals here in the eTeknix offices when we do live streams. Like I say, you guys wouldn't see any of this when we do it normally. Right, let's scroll up on here. This was a good fun for a few hours. Happy days. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Right, so we've got all the entries here. Let's do random generator and see what comes up.
I'm going to go around and count.
I mean, Dan gave me the list as well.
You trust it?
It's down there. I do trust him.
Oh, okay, it goes down to here.
Alright, ready? Generate. Number 3. Cheers.
Richard.
No, it's not. Is it? Gadget Joe, Richard. No, it's the next one.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I
Yeah.
was looking at our one.
Saber Kiss. Saber Kiss? I don't know if the C is silent.
No idea.
Saber Kiss.
You better be from the UK.
So yeah, Saber Kiss, CSABA Kiss, you have won the Tower 200 as long as you are from the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland.
Let us know now.
Yeah, let us know now, because if you're not, then we can re-pick a winner. And let us know, obviously, if you're still on the stream, because if you're not, we're going to re-pick a winner.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's a good rule. You have to confirm it in the stream.
Yep.
Otherwise, no winner.
No bueno. I could eat a Kinder Bueno right about now.
I've got a white chocolate Kinder Bueno at home.
Okay. That doesn't help me. I'm here and it's not mine.
Well, yeah. You wanted one, and I'm just...
Damn it.
White chocolate Kinder Bueno or normal? I way prefer the white one.
I could eat both in the same sitting. I am from the UK, yes. Happy days. We have a winner. Congratulations. Have you got Discord, and are you on our Discord server? If so, that is the easiest way to get in touch with us, namely me. I will actually look out for the DM specifically for that. If you can DM me on our Discord, that would be great if you are on our Discord. So yeah, if you can confirm if you are, that would be fan-dabby-dozy. Congrats for winning the case I want. I swear Dan just wants everything.
Resale value.
Yeah, that's what it is. He's a scalper. I bet you he bought all them tickets to the concert you were trying to go to.
If you've got tickets that you're not using, I want to.
Richard put, when he said my name, I almost had my 5th heart attack. Because Brandon can't count.
I can't count.
It literally says Gadget Joe, Richard Stoltz, then Saber, and you were like, I was like, it's the 3rd one. You're like, that one. No.
I was like, is it that one? I wasn't entirely sure myself, to be fair.
Dear. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Saber Kiss, have you got Discord, and are you on our Discord server? Dan, could you put the link into the Discord server with the hutatupa? So it's clickable. So anyone else who wants to join, they can. And yeah, we're going to pretty much wrap this one up, as long as I have a way of Saber getting in touch with me so we can sort out the delivery of this fine prize, which, remember, is going to come with some 140mm fans as well. So I will check with Thermal Take as to if they want to ship them separately or if they want to ship them down to me and then I get everything kind of shipped together. Cool, yeah, get into the Discord and make yourself known, and I will send you a DM of sorts to get everything sorted. So yeah, thank you everyone for joining. I know it's been a long one, 2 hours 42 minutes we've actually been on now. So thank you anyone who has stuck around from the very beginning. Thank you to everyone who did come, and yeah, if you can on the way out, obviously leave a like. If you're not already subscribed, then give it a subscription as well. It really does help us like you wouldn't believe. And if we get more views on these types of videos, then it kind of tells us, that we're in a good place to do more in the near future, where we can give more stuff away. So who knows, the prizes might get even bigger and even better. But no, I really do appreciate everyone jumping on today. I know it has been a long one, but that's the wrong mouse. But yeah, I do appreciate it. So yeah, I think we're going to leave it there. I need a beer. I did say I'm not going to drink throughout the whole of February, but this is, I don't know. I have non-alcoholic ones at home, so there's always that. But no, glad everyone enjoyed it and appreciate it. Like I say, if you can give us a like on the way out, that would be amazing. Say bye, Brandon.
Bye, everyone. Brandon.
What was that?
It's a callback to the start of the stream.
It is, but still. No, appreciate it though. I'll wait 20 seconds from saying goodbye because there is a lag, but see you later, guys. Bye-bye. Thank you very much. I'm just going to wait now in silence.
We do the casual chat like in a news show.
Oh, dear. Right, I'm off skis this time. See you later, guys. Bye-bye. Toodle pip. Oh.